Ocean Heights is technically closer to the ocean than Sunnydale ever was. Well, even more so since it became a crater. Unofficially, Sunnydale and Ocean Heights shared an outlet mall and an easy path to the Pacific Ocean, but now only Ocean Heights stands after Sunnydale became a crater. And at first, it didn't seem like there was any weirdness leaching over. There were a few kids that had escaped Sunnydale with their parents before it cratered, and they all enrolled at Carter Havens High for their sophomore year. They had stories that seemed more like fever dreams than reality. And for you players, you were only really hearing rumors of things that had happened in Sunnydale, and you weren't even in high school until this year anyways. And it could have stayed just rumors. That would have been nice. Until a teacher disappeared and was found with bite marks on her neck, although the official cause of death was heart attack. Then one student went missing. Then 3. Then 4. And at this point, a year and some change later, Ocean Heights has opened 2 new cemeteries to accommodate a rash of mysterious deaths related to gangs or PCP or whatever the police are saying now. Of course, they're really only PCP or gang or mysterious if you're not looking for the classic signs of the vampire. And such is where our story is going to begin, with Sunglasses at Night. Another small California town, another high school where teens congregate to learn, to love, and to battle. Whether the forces of evil or just each other, that remains to be seen. Let's go around the table, and each player can introduce themselves, their character, and say what they're doing for lunch on this fine Thursday afternoon at Carter Havens High. There is both indoor and outdoor seating, and today, if you sit outdoors, there is a hacky sack tournament being sponsored by the That's So 90s Retro Club. I've only lost 1 member thus far, but nobody really misses chat, so that's just fine. I'm John McDonald, aka Panabon, aka Zordon, and I'm going to be your director, as the Unisystem calls their GMs, but I'm calling myself a power that be, and that should cause fear in every single player today, because I'm going to be a really fun power that be. Let's go around the table. I'm going to start with Rem, because they're shaking their head. Welcome.
Hi. I'm so excited, guys. I just thought that I stopped playing Gen Con TV at the end of season 1 of Emerald Glitch, and then John was like, why don't I run Buffy? And I'm like, well, crap. I cannot say no to that. Physically, like I just told them I have been training for this moment for 36 years. So here I am.
Yes. Yeah.
And I'm playing. I should talk about who I'm playing, right?
I would love that, yes.
All right, so I am Hope Mazur, and I am a demon hunter that's just gotten into town.
Did you enroll at Carter Havens High?
No. My lifestyle doesn't allow for schooling.
Did you sneak in to have lunch with the rest of the players? Are you hanging out at the Grantis Learning Center, which is totally not a bookshop/coffee shop nearby, because the library is for nerds?
We'll go with the coffee center, but I have snuck into the school to go to the gym and grab a shower because I don't have a place to stay at this point. So.
And of course, as Carrie knows, there is also that library that doesn't actually technically exist, might also have an armory in it, but we'll see. Speaking of Carrie, hello Tony / Schlenny, welcome. Would you like to talk about Carrie?
Yeah, Carrie Quinn is the Watcher, and she's currently working at the Learning Center / coffee shop. For lunch, she is just getting a small salad from work and an Italian soda. Strawberry and coconut are the flavors with the cream. I used to get it all the time. But yeah.
On a scale of Giles to Wesley, what kind of Watcher would you say you are?
Probably in the middle. Somewhere.
In the middle? And the middle of all of that, We do have a new Slayer in town. It's not Buffy, but it is AAA, Aaron Autumns. Welcome to the game. If you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hey, what's going on? Yeah. Aaron is grabbing. He's going through the line, and he's grabbing just a crap load of fries. Right, just nothing but fries, and then he hits up the salad bar, and then he grabs like 3 cups of ranch, and then he's gonna grab like some hot sauce, and then just pour it all over his fries. And then he's going to take it outside, and then he's just going to sit under a tree and then watch the hacky sack tournament while snacking on some fries. He is a chubbier individual, but for some reason it looks like he can move. For some reason he's very sure-footed, and he goes pops a squat under the tree and then starts snacking on his lunch.
Will you give me a Constitution plus notice, actually? Give me Constitution plus notice. So this game is D10 based. So it's going to be a D10 plus your Constitution score plus your notice.
Okay. I do not. Okay, is notice at the bottom? I do not see it.
You have a 3 in notice.
Yeah. Alrighty. Okay.
Mysterious.
So I roll 8 D10s?
No, you roll 1d10 and then add.
Gotcha. All
right. So that's 9 plus 5, which is 14 plus your 3, which is 17. So you actually managed to avoid the cream corn that was next to the fries. Because there was cream corn right there, and the lunch lady was not paying as much attention, and so it wasn't your Slayer reflexes, it was your sense of self-preservation and not wanting to be poisoned that kept you from having to deal with that. And then, of course, I don't know if they're actually joining for your lunch, but let's find out. We have Robyn here. Hello, Robyn.
Hello.
Yes. Who are you playing? Please introduce your character.
I am playing Rosalind Hamilton, also known as Phoenix, the former vampire groupie. She is dressed as a stereotypical goth, only with short sleeves as a compensation for the California heat for a recent transplant from Ohio.
Oh, yeah. Your parents tried to get you out of Cleveland. Cleveland just pulled you right back in. Yep. Have you met the new Slayer in town, or are you kind of hanging out by yourself for lunch?
I think she's found a goth group. They're rooting together. She's trying to assess whether they're also vampire groupies to try and steer them away from that kind of disappointment.
Oh, no, go ahead. Yeah.
Yes, but she's doing it cautiously. She's not pushing.
That's fair.
And she has a home-packed lunch.
Ooh.
Yeah, parents are very involved. Like you probably noticed, I added computers because she knows how to get away around computer child.
That might be good, because if you wanted to be good at hacking computers, is how you do it. Because it's a crime, but it's a specific crime in this world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So there is only so much outdoor seating, and so you are relatively close to where Aaron is. And perhaps you've noticed each other previously because you are running with the Goths. It's very possible the new Slayer is keeping an eyeball as well. But we'll see what fates and forces of nature bringing you together. And
All right.
speaking of forces of nature, Isabits, we meet again.
I don't see you enough, John.
Oh,
I don't feel like I get to see you ever.
Fourth day this week together, and
Yeah,
then
something like that,
tomorrow
yeah.
if you join us for the Buffy chat, and Saturday for our home game Power Ranger stream. But you're not playing a Power Ranger today. You're playing
I'm not.
a.
I am playing a witch. I am the beginner witch, Piper Crane. She is kind of a hippie, kind of semi-goth. Like she does like the whole like dark makeup, and she has like fun colored hair. She wears black sometimes, but she also like she doesn't mind sparkles and pink. She's very weird. She knows a lot of the people. She's very friendly. But most people kind of look at her a little strangely because she always has like a crystal in her pocket, and she has baggies of like herbs for different, for spellcasting components. So people kind of look at her weird because she's just kind of a strange person. She's always reading, and she spends a lot of time alone people watching. And she spends a lot of time at the coffee shop with Carrie because Carrie likes to get her spell books and helps her with her spells.
Please give me a dexterity plus crime.
Okay. So I would be rolling a d10 plus...
what your dexterity attribute is, and then whatever your crime skill is. Basically, roll the d10 and then add the dexterity.
I am a good girl, so I have 0 in crime.
So crime here is about notice and stealth and sleight of hand. So it's not like Panabon committing a crime.
So that is 4 total because my dexterity is 2. If I did that right.
Great. Yeah, the assistant principal confiscated like your Rosemary today, so you have like 1 spell component on you, and the assistant principal definitely doesn't know what illicit substances look like. He just thinks that Rosemary is an illicit substance. So like you're down a spell component at least until the end of the day.
Thankfully, I have more at home, but it's Rosemary. Really, it doesn't even look like weed. Come on.
Yeah, but it's at that kind of assistant principal. The principal is actually much cooler than the assistant principal. Hopefully he won't get eaten by hyenas, but you never know in this world. So are you joining in the hacky sack game, Piper? Is hacky sack like kind of your thing?
No, not at all. She's a little clumsy, so if she tried to play hacky sack, she'd probably like break her ankle. If students are allowed off campus during lunch, she would go to the coffee shop. If not, she is probably outside somewhere away from people, meditating and probably nibbling on like a sandwich or something.
Sadly, after they had to open the last cemetery, they decided that students could no longer go off campus for lunch. Senior students do get to, but that's for like pre-college classes. They keep kind of a lid on it. But you can always sneak off if you want to. That's just going to be another crime roll, so that's up to you.
Okay.
Base success in this game, for everyone who's wondering, is 9 or higher. Anything over 30 is a success with a consequence, because that goes into godlike territory, and that's my job, because I'm the godlike power that be around here. I'm having a lot of fun today, we can already tell. So, people that you need to know about, or people you know about in Ocean Heights, do include the Miskagill family, who has 3 teenage kids that go to school with all of you. They don't like going to public school, which it would be pretty clear why. The whole family is a pretty big deal, and these 3 kids, Denise, Amber, and Huey, are incredibly privileged and incredibly insufferable. They're popular, they're rich, they're pretty, and being pretty in this universe gives you a +1 bonus to most of your mental stuff. So they get their way pretty often. Denise and Amber especially like to make sure everybody knows they're popular, rich, and pretty. If they could, they would turn Carter Havens High into like Dawson's Creek or like Degrassi without the violence. But as it is, they basically spend the day filming this weird day in the life of rich people documentary series. So you're used to seeing them kind of coming through the lunchroom, the outdoor lunch seating with just like literally an amateur AV club film crew following and hanging on their every word. It's also not unusual when you see Amber with her crew that she is promoting some sort of swag that was sent to her. In this case, apparently new and free sunglasses, and everybody hears this she got from some hot Italian designer. But it's a little unusual for all of you, especially for Phoenix, is that she bumps into the table of goth as she's directing this, and she goes, "Ugh, careful of the rejects and freaks that offend your life." And then she like her hair flips around. You never know what kind of issues they might have.
Also, because she's going to look at them and sort of put her fist under her chin and go, also be careful of overbred poodles. They might bite.
We have poodles. They don't bite. You don't know what you're talking about. Everyone currently outside at lunch. So that would be Piper, Aaron, and Phoenix. Do you want to go by Phoenix or do you want to go by Rosalind?
Phoenix.
Sure. Okay. I want everyone to give me a perception plus notice.
Okay.
And if anyone ever has a question about if you have a bonus for a thing, never feel afraid to ask, because that's how we all learn.
Right.
Perception plus notice.
I get occultism, not notice. I don't know how that happened.
Got there. So the
12.
Oh, okay, yes. Notice 12. 12 is good. Here we go. Okay, so everybody sees this. Amber is usually a lot better about this. She bumps into another table on her way out, and she like shuts down filming for the day. She is usually a lot more graceful than that. She actually bumps into like the table where all the hacky sack people are keeping their stuff. And Piper, it's really going to annoy you because like someone definitely had pot at that table. And so like you actually get the whiff of the scent from like not even nearby. And you're like, my rosemary.
Are you kidding me? They can have pot and my rosemary gets taken away?
And swirl. Yeah, so that happens. Does anyone have anything they want to do besides eating before the bell is going to ring?
Aaron is going to like just shovel. He's going to be like fiercely shoveling these fries into his face because he's trying to finish up early so he can like head down to the auto shop and just like mess around before bell rings.
I need you. So give me a Constitution. Give me a Constitution plus Doctor.
Plus Doctor. All right. So
yes.
Got an 8. We got a 10 total.
Great. You don't get like because these are school fries, so they were already like not the crispiest fries you had. You don't want to think about that they were like already pale and limp as you're shoveling them in, but you don't get sick. Unfortunately, you can't leave school right away. You do have a social studies class that you have to attend.
Darn it. Okay, I mean, well then, I guess I'll head up there.
All right.
As soon as Aaron gets up from the table, I kind of slide in and pretend that they were my fries for whatever is left, and kind of make a face at all the stuff he put on it. But at least I've got food, so
it's true. They also do have a program where they'll give you an Uncrustable, but you have to stand in this weird sideline, and everybody knows you'd be one of the kids that doesn't have a lot of money. So it's a very obvious the Uncrustable for the poor line. But that is an option if you ever wish to pursue that, if you're ever desperate enough for that.
I'm good with my fries right now.
Did you give a roll to notice?
You didn't ask me to, so I didn't.
Okay. I thought you were at the coffee shop. I didn't realize you were in the.
Oh, I am at the coffee shop. I thought that's where we were.
Oh no. No,
okay.
The coffee shop is coming in just a moment.
Apologies. I do not steal any fries. I give them back.
It would actually be a real feat too, because they have muffins and stuff at the coffee shop.
I'm so sorry. My mouth is open. Sound is coming from it. This is never good.
Oh, it's so good. I appreciate that so much. All right. So social studies is where everybody on school grounds is going that's in your grade level. And so half of you are in Mr. Stickler's class, and the other half are in Mrs. Boring's class, which is very apt. She is probably the most boring teacher you have. And right after lunch, it's tempting fates to keep awake. Unfortunately, you also have class with Denise, Amber's sister, who is just as insufferable as Amber, and has also gotten new sunglasses. And you actually walk into class as she is arguing with Mr. Stickler about keeping them on. And he's like, no, we're indoors. It's against school regulations. Piper, you're like, this is the Rosemary thing all over again. What is wrong with this institution? Why can't they just let people be happy? I want everyone in Mr. Stickler's class, and so that's going to be Robyn and Piper. Piper and Phoenix, I guess, to give me a perception plus notice roll.
Right, 5. Phoenix is too busy shooting mental targets.
14.
As you should be. The 14. Denise leaves class halfway through it, and she's kind of stumbling out the back door. Aaron and Hope, please give me that same roll, perception plus notice.
Alrighty. Hmm. 13.
13. What did you get, Hope?
At the coffee shop.
Oh, okay. Never mind. You're at the coffee shop, so I guess you wouldn't get this. Okay. No, I got confused. It's okay. We're doing great. We're doing great, everybody. So, Aaron, you actually see out of the corner of your eye, trying to stay awake desperately in Mr. Boring's class. You actually see Denise falls in the hall. She crashes into one of the paper baskets or waste paper baskets in the hallway, like next to a fountain, and she like stumbles her way into the girls' bathroom. You lose track of her, but Denise and Amber are really off their game today, which is not ideal. For Carrie and Quinn, for Carrie and Hope, at the same time as this is happening, there's students that always kind of decide to cut one of the last couple of periods and come over to the Grantis Learning Center because they can kind of get away with it, and they do have study corners there, so they can kind of hang out in the bookshop. Mayhew, who is one of who was like the third Miskigill kid, the rich boy who wants to make that everybody's problem, is having coffee and speaking loudly as he often does. He likes to be called Huey because he thinks it's playful, but it just does make him sound like a duck. And I want you to give me an intelligence plus notice roll.
And who was that, me?
No. This is happening at the same time as you've seen Denise. So it's going to be a D10 plus your intelligence. So it's 1D10, and then you're going to add whatever your intelligence score is and whatever your notice skill is.
And where do I see that? I'm in my character sheet and everything.
Oh, go down to handouts because I have all of them there. I didn't fill out anybody's character sheet.
Gotcha. All right. So, and it's notice, you said, right?
Yes. So you're going to want to do your intelligence and then your notice and then roll 1d10.
Oh, it's super small. Okay. Intelligence and notice. Notice is 3.
Yes.
And intelligence is 3. So I had 6.
6 plus 1d10. And then, Carrie, you're also doing intelligence and notice.
Mine was a 10.
Okay, so it wasn't a very high. You just had to get past a 9, really, for it. And you hear Mayhew says, "Oh, my sisters are such dullards. So predictable. I like things to be spicy." And then he like holds up his coffee to cheer his friends like he's at a wine bar or something. Just like person that has like just resting rich person face. But you both overhear this apropos of nothing at the same time. Aaron, you've just seen Denise stumble in the hallway without anybody around and run into the girls' room. And doesn't return to class. So when the bell rings, the three of you come out of different rooms, but except for Phoenix, you've watched essentially Denise leave class.
So as I'm coming out of class, I'm gonna like, did you see Denise? Just a little bit ago, she just came stumbling out of your guys' class. What was going on?
Yeah, I don't know. She left halfway through. I guess she's sick or something.
I mean, like, I would go check on her, but I'm definitely not trying to get yelled at today. Can you go, like, head in the bathroom and see if she's all right?
Sure. And Piper will head in the bathroom to check on her.
There's nobody in the bathroom. But I want you to give me a willpower plus occultism plus any like magic thing you think might help. So add your sorcery levels to your roll as a bonus.
Okay. That's 8. Is it the rating or?
Basically, each level gives you a +1 to your score. So, like, you have a sorcery 3, so you'll just do +3.
Okay.
Yeah. There's some math in the system, folks.
21 total.
Okay, that's That's great. Yeah, so there was magic in this bathroom, and it left this bathroom. It's fresh magic. It's as fresh as that rosemary that is currently in the assistant principal's office.
I'm so upset about that rosemary. Can I follow? Is there a trail I can follow?
There is not a trail, but like it's eye level.
Okay. Can I tell what was done?
No.
Okay.
It's a little too advanced for that.
Okay.
Which is not surprising because you are a beginning witch, but that means someone did something beyond what a beginning witch would do.
Right. Is there anything else odd in the bathroom? Or anything else that I would notice?
No.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna head back out. She wasn't in there.
Wait, what? I mean, I had a pretty good look for my seat in Mr. Boring's class. I mean, believe me, I don't make a habit of like looking that way, but she just kind of stumbled and made a scene, and I just didn't see her come out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's not in there though.
To clarify, the door itself is right out of your line of sight, but you know that's what the door is because you've been going to the school for a while. So she could have left without you necessarily seeing. She just didn't come back to class.
Okay. Well, then that.
The turned over wastebasket she ran into is still just like laying in the hallway, and like nobody's picking it up.
Alrighty.
How much longer do we have until school is out? Sorry, Chris.
You got another 2 periods unless you decide to be a delinquent.
I think I would be a delinquent. I'm going to try to skip and head to the coffee shop to talk to Carrie.
I'm such a bad influence on you. Please give me a dexterity plus crime, because this is how you Pink Panther your way out of school, is dexterity plus crime.
This is going to go so well. I got a 3.
Is that in total?
Yeah, no, that's total. Yeah.
Yeah, so the assistant principal is like right there at the door going, hey, even so soon? School is not out of session for the day.
Oh, no.
He doesn't remember your name. By the way, he doesn't remember your name. He's like looking at you and he's got that like you thing going on in his eyes where he's like, you.
No, I left a book outside where I was eating lunch and I just needed to grab it really quick.
Oh, that's interesting because that's the front lawn. The quad is back the other direction.
Right. I was distracted. There was a girl and I thought she was sick or something and I was distracted. I'm so sorry. You're right. I'll turn around and head.
Oh, yes. Don't worry about the Miska Gills. They're fine. They're in the nurse's office. They just needed a cold compress.
Oh, well, that's good to know. I guess I'll just head to go find my book and then I'll go to class. Thank you.
Happy
for your
learning.
assistance.
Happy learning.
I will turn back and go to class.
I feel like such a jerk.
It's fine. I knew it was going to go terribly.
John, you're really campaigning for Bitch of the Year, aren't you?
It's true. It's true. You're doing great. Not gonna think about ways that I can get back on Sunday. Phoenix, anything pique your interest?
She's going to go. She's been kind of observing, and so she saw that, and she's going to approach Piper and go, "What did you need?"
For what?
You were going to go out. You're really not that good at it. Did you need some information? Because
Yeah, I was gonna go to the coffee shop. I wanted to talk to the owner about something. But I'm not very good at sneaking or cutting class. So,
If you want, I could try to deliver a message.
Okay. And she's obviously trying to think of a way to say something without coming right out and saying it.
A note would be good. I promise I won't look.
Thank you. Sorry. She grabs a notebook out of her bag and she writes down a note and folds it up. Thank you so much. Is it your?
Yeah. Probably might still not work for me, but I've got a higher dexterity.
It's the Pink Panther year. We had a squirrel. It's dexterity plus crime.
All right.
That's going to be all of your mundane Panabon-like rolls. It's going to be crime. That's literally the name. I'm not making that up. That is the name of it.
A 9.
A 9 is what you need. The assistant principal went to go refill his I Hate Mondays mug that he confiscated from a student with more coffee. The assistant principal is not cool, guys. He's not a cool assistant principal.
He's really not. Rosemary hater.
He does think it's pot. He really did think it was pot. Like, you could not convince him that it was not pot. So while you're delivering that note, because it will take a couple minutes to get there, Piper, what are you going to tell Aaron about your failed escape attempt?
Okay, so do I know that Aaron is the Slayer?
I'm going to have you roll for that, actually.
Oh, okay.
I want you to give me either perception or willpower plus occultism to see if you can whiff out the magic on the Slayer.
Willpower plus occultism?
Yes.
Is that correct? All right. It's 10.
10. Yeah. For being a heavy set fella, those reflexes are not what they should be. There's either that's a vampire slayer or that's a vampire. But Aaron is out in the sun way too much to be a vampire. So something's going on. And also, if they are a vampire, it's probably better to like get in on the ground floor, and then if you need to defend yourself later, you totally can.
I will go up to Erin and say she wasn't in the bathroom, but I found something weird instead, and I was trying to sneak out to get help from someone, but I got caught. So I have somebody else delivering a note to this person.
Oh, like what kind of weird? Like, it's not gross or anything, right?
No. Magic remnants instead of a person.
He starts looking around the hallway. Like, is there anybody around us?
Yeah, but whatever happened in Sunnydale is happening in Ocean Heights, so like students are outright ignoring you if they're not looking at you, essentially. It's like people have gone right into self-preservation, ostrich in the sand mode.
Alrighty. Okay. I mean, just keep it down. But you know about magic?
Little.
Okay. Do you know Carrie Q?
You know Carrie?
I know Carrie. Okay. All right. Things are all right. Math is mathin'. Okay. All right. All right. Oh, okay. So who'd you send to Carrie?
Phoenix? She offered, and I needed to get a note to Carrie because I need help. I couldn't tell what kind of magic it was or what spell was done, and I figured Carrie would either know or have books that could help.
Does she know? Does she know like the secret handshake? Wait, do you know the secret handshake?
She looks so confused. She's like, "There's a secret handshake? Should I know a secret? I don't know a secret handshake. Am I supposed to know a secret handshake?" She's a little airheaded sometimes.
No, you're not. It was a test. You passed with flying colors. All right. Okay. So, all right. So he's not. It doesn't seem like he's by the door now. You want to just try to make our escape there and go there as a group?
Sure.
All right. Let's go.
I will need a dexterity plus crime from each of you for attempting to leave the school.
Alrighty.
Because I'm making you roll this again. I'm gonna give you a +1 bonus to attempting this for a second time, and because I'm so proud that you're turning into a delinquent right before my eyes.
So you said dexterity plus crime.
I got
dexterity plus crime.
I'm such a good girl.
Is that with the +1?
That's with the extra +1 that you gave me. Yes.
Okay.
I have a 11 because my dexterity is 7. Sweet.
Yeah. Unfortunately, as Aaron gets out the door, the assistant principal comes back and goes, "Young lady, what are we going to do with you?"
Who, me?
I think you could... no, not you, Aaron. You're out the door. Unfortunately, your compatriot didn't make it with you. But Piper, you are sent to the nurse's office because you obviously are having trouble finding your class. And in the nurse's office, you do come across Denise and Amber both with cold compresses across their eyes. And they're both just kind of laying down, napping. One of them is like sobbing.
Since I didn't get detention or anything, I'm gonna play it up that something's like I'm not feeling well. So she's like extra dramatic. I feel faint. It's so hot in here. I think I need to lay down.
You're talking to them because there's not a nurse. This isn't a school that can really.
Okay.
This is a public school. They can't afford a nurse.
Okay.
They're like, take a thing of Advil and be done with it.
She still did that just in case. Yeah. But then, she just kind of like sits down next to the one that's crying. Are you okay? Are you feeling hard? Do you need something?
I hope you're somebody that's popular. It's just a really hard day. That my new makeup. It's been such a... I never should have switched brands. I never should have gone to Ulta.
I mean, now that you mentioned it, it does look bad. Maybe you should... do you need some face wash?
Give me a perception.
Oh no.
Plus crime. Unless you can think of another way to take the gold compress off their face.
Doctor?
I will give you doctor.
Okay.
It does have to be D10 plus one of your attributes. So let's still make that dexterity.
12.
That's a 12. So this is unsettling. You know how when a person has like a Joan Rivers facelift, their face looks like wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, did that make... So this poor girl, her forehead and her like lower jaw look okay, but her eyes look like they're like full on 90 years old, out in the sun too much, like wrinkles everywhere. Like the exhaustion is like, you feel the exhaustion almost.
As I
like it's like young face, old eyes, like crone eyes.
As I pull off the compress, I immediately drop it back down. Oh, honey! Oh,
is it bad? Tell me. You have to tell me if it's bad.
No. Maybe you need a nap. Maybe a nap.
Oh God! I never should have gone to Ulta. Oh, they resell makeup. Oh, it's so bad. Give me a willpower plus influence to try to calm down.
9?
A 9. You do your best job to help calm down this poor, rich, privileged girl who's going through a tough day. I'm not going to make you roll for this. I will say you do see those sunglasses right there next to both of them, and they're both very preoccupied.
I would like. Oh, this is going to go badly. I would like, since they're not paying attention, I would like.
I'm not making you roll, to be clear.
Okay. I'm going to take both pairs of sunglasses and put it in my bag.
You know what isn't a crime? A giveaway. I don't know if that was subtle enough. Did I do that while you were eating, Sarah? I'm sorry.
Oh,
Giveaway.
I was sneaking a noodle because I'm really hungry.
I was trying so hard.
I thought you meant like I'm not going to make you roll because they're giving you the. I did not pick up on what you were offering. A giveaway is really cool. So you guys can enter to win. Type hashtag RemPC in the chat, and you can win 5 puzzles. They're foil puzzles that are all Shadowrun art, which is always amazing. So one lucky winner is going to get them tonight. So hashtag RemPC in the chat for 1 free entry to win. Or you can get bonus entries by donating bits. For 100 bits, you get an extra bonus entry. And for subscribing, that gets you 7 whole bonus entries. So all of that available so that you can win these Shadowrun 6th World puzzles. And they're foils, so they're shiny. And who doesn't like shiny? So do the thing, hashtag RemPC, and we will be back in 5 minutes.
Welcome back, everyone. We are all headed toward the Grantis Learning Center because calling it a library would mean it would be for squares. The Grantis Learning Center is more than that. It is a study area, computer area. It is a bookshop. It is a coffee shop. It's basically a way for Carter Havenside to not have to pay to have somebody as a librarian. In fact, for people in the know, there's actually a little fake room / walkway into the old library where Carrie Quinn might keep a few helpful tools for a potential slayer and maybe a couple helpful books for people with an interest in certain types of magic, quote unquote. And so, there's always ways to get what you want. It was about 20 minutes ago when you heard Huey, both Carrie and Hope heard Huey bragging about wanting to have a spicy life and something involving Denise and Amber. And the Miss Google kids are kind of like this. They're like a living soap opera, which sounds really fun, but isn't that fun in real life? So Carrie, the first person to come in is going to be Phoenix with a note for you. Have you and Phoenix had a proper conversation? Have you seen Phoenix around?
You are muted.
You are muted.
I don't know. Is Phoenix, have you been to the bookstore before? Or
Once or twice, just in passing.
then probably just in passing. Then.
Gonna sort of duck her head and hand you the note saying Piper couldn't get out, so she sent me
Okay.
with this.
Thank you. And is there anything else I can help you with?
Do you have a computer access?
Yeah, our computer lab is over there near the window.
Okay, thank you.
It's like Windows 98 computer, so don't expect miracles out of it, but it does technically work.
I'm getting all I'm looking for is a word processing program to fake a permission note.
At this point, that's about as good as you're going to get out of Windows 98. But it does work. They do have fancy laptops you can check out, but the Future Tech Bros of America have checked them all out. because they're having this like stock market-a-thon. And of course, that's part of why Mayhew is here and has been for like 2 days. Hope, do you recognize Phoenix from about town?
Nope, I just arrived, so.
Phoenix is very obvious, though. The goth thing is very obvious. I don't know how you feel about the goth thing as a demon hunter.
I roll my eyes, like thinking, like, having seen. I don't know that it's a former vampire groupie, but it's like the romanticizing of vamp culture and stuff. So I just kind of roll my eyes.
Piper, what did the note say that you handed to Phoenix to hand to Carrie?
The note says, Carrie, the popular kids are acting a little weird. I followed one into the bathroom to check on her, and she was gone, and there was remnants of a spell. I couldn't identify it. I was wondering if you could help, which doesn't really give you a lot to work on. Sorry. And that's what it says. I know this doesn't give you a lot to work on. Sorry, I couldn't get there. I'll be there after school.
If you want to research based on that amount of knowledge, that's intelligence plus occultism. And then any levels you have in sorcery is added to that final roll.
Try.
Yeah, you get a D10 along with that. So like, you never know what's going to happen. So that's a 9. So you're pretty sure it's not the biggest library in the world. A couple of books that somehow got to you from Sunnydale, care of. I'm pretty sure it wasn't Rupert Giles, but like people know about Rupert Giles, so like if someone says books from Rupert Giles, they're probably not poisoned. So you have like a couple of those, and you have like the standard stuff from the council. So you're pretty sure you got something, but you could use some more information. As you're thinking about it, that's about the time that Aaron walks in. And Aaron, before you see Carrie, you see Mayhew and his cronies all dressed up in like their like 1990s preppy suit and tie khaki Gap ad realness. So like the future tech bros of America have taken all the seats in the coffee shop, like they own the joint.
Oh, I mean, I guess in a way that's good business, right? I'm gonna go up to the counter anyway. Is the barista there?
Carrie, is the barista there, or are they enamored with Mayhew again? Like, are people doing their jobs?
She's probably enamored with Mayhew.
Ah, okay. I mean, hey, let them do their thing. Not trying to get in anybody's business, like shout anybody's Kool-Aid or anything like that. So, and then I'm gonna head over to Carrie. Hey, like how strict are you about library doctrine? By the way, like, do I actually have to whisper and whatnot?
A coffee shop, so probably not that quiet.
All right, sweet, awesome. All right, but yeah, what's going on, Carrie? How you doing?
Hey, I got a note from Piper earlier about something magical going on with the popular kids.
Yeah. By the way, why have you been holding out? Why didn't you let me know that I've been like classmates with a witch this whole time?
It never came up.
I mean, fair. You didn't tell her that I was a Slayer, right?
Please take 2 drama points for it never came up. A la such a Watcher thing. Please add 2 drama points to whatever your current drama points are. By the way, Hope, I'm not going to make you roll for this. As a demon hunter, you are not a slayer, but you know what a slayer looks like when they walk in, even if they're trying to hide it. You're new in town, but like, come on, of course there's a slayer here. Sunnydale's on the other side of the Outlet Mall. That's why you're here.
Cool beans.
So how far am I from them?
You're actually like hanging out in like the humor book, so you're like trying to read a Garfield to be sneaky.
So I'm listening to this.
Unless you don't want to listen to it.
Oh, I very want to listen to this.
Then you are eavesdropping. I'm not even going to make a roll.
All right.
Question.
Okay.
Question. How far away is the computer from this too?
You are a little farther away. The only thing that you can hear is Mayhew and and his tech bro friends talking about the stock market run they're going to do starting tomorrow. And like, you would think people with money would have personalities, right? But like, their personality is their money. It's not cute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not cute at all. I'm really glad I'm not interested in boys, much less boys like these.
So, Carrie, is there any other, occult knowing people around here you want to tell me about?
Probably. I guess what else? Who else have I noticed in the area?
I mean, you got a note from Piper via Phoenix, and you know when there are new kids coming in because they look brand new. But that doesn't mean you've noticed Hope necessarily. But you definitely noticed Phoenix because they gave you a note from Piper. So,
the gal that gave me the note from Piper, she seems interesting.
Oh, what was it? Phoenix or something like that? Okay.
Well, I don't know if I got her name.
In every generation, one girl in all the world, a chosen one born with the strength and skill. ... I just leave it at that, but I say it from the stacks where I'm listening.
Powers that be, until Billy.
Yep. Tell Billy.
About that time, Piper, you actually managed to abscond from the school. You're like, I don't know if you're like sweating bullets, but like you look like you're skipping class. Like it's on your face.
Yeah.
If you were a vampire, you'd have like a hood down, like looking around, trying not to get hit by the rays of the sun.
Yeah, she thinks she's being discreet, but no, she's like looking around, making sure nobody's like following her, and like the assistant principal isn't like trying to drag her back. And yeah, she's not being very subtle.
And unfortunately, Mayhew notices you as you're walking in and goes,
Great.
"Ooh, it's the season of the witch!"
I just roll my eyes and make my way to Carrie.
Hey, where you going? Oh, come back. I'll buy you coffee.
Mayhew? He's so scary.
He's here.
Mayhew is teasing. Like in voice, you can tell that Mayhew is just being like a dick.
Why do you let people like that in the coffee shop, Carrie?
Because he pays. He's renting that computer.
That's fair, I guess. Did you get my note?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. There's not a lot of information here.
Yeah, sorry. I don't have a lot of information. I relayed everything that I saw to Carrie. But I wasn't able to really recognize what kind of spell it was. And I didn't know if you had like a book or something that might be able to help.
think I need to talk to Mayhew.
Like on purpose?
You're gonna need to. I'm having some trouble. You're going in and out.
Sorry.
I actually couldn't hear you.
I said I think I'm going to have you talk to Mayhew.
Like on purpose?
Yeah.
Maybe I don't have to. I have these, and I pull out the sunglasses. I got sent to the nurse's office, and the popular girls were there, and their skin, where their eyes were like really, really old and wrinkled, and they looked really tired, and they've been wearing these sunglasses nonstop. Tell me I don't have to talk to them now. And I like set them down. Maybe these are magical.
I'm going to ask, where's the printer? Is it near there? Because
you are going to have to go up and ask for the printer because if you want free printing, you're going to have to ask for it because otherwise you're going to be like charged to your student account. So
my parents
is a golden moment for you to join. This is a golden moment for you to join. You see, by the way, on the side of the shades, the company is called Ooh La La Shades. I don't know if you can get more pretentious than Ooh La La Shades, but it's on the side of the ear thing.
Before you guys nerd out, who's this new girl over here reciting ancient texts and whatnot?
Name's Hope.
Oh, I mean, nice to meet you. Since you went all ominous, I didn't expect such a sunny name.
You don't look so tough.
Who, me? Why would I be tough? I like French fries and like donuts and and cars.
I look at Carrie and go, "This is our Slayer."
You told her?
I did no such thing. But yes, this is our Slayer.
I know a Slayer when I see one. I don't need to be told.
Oh, okay. Like, is it my hair or something?
Or something.
Okay. All right. So
I will say, Carrie, you do not have a physical object, so it would be easy to go into the magic book archive and the fake library thing and actually do a thing. Just not out here in public.
Right.
And that's when Phoenix comes up and goes, "Oh, I see you got out." To
I did. Thank you so much for delivering my note. I appreciate it.
Two things. First, if either of you two need a note to get back in, I can fake you up one. And two, you might want to lower your voices a little when talking about this sort of stuff.
Apparently everybody in this place knows already anyway, right? You just start counting the heads.
Yeah, I had some experience in Cleveland.
In Cleveland? Ohio?
Yeah, there's a massive helm out there.
I bet. Have you ever been? I guess you have been to Ohio. It definitely makes sense.
It really is the mistake by the lake.
Please take 2 drama points for mistake by the lake for Cleveland. Not shot at Ohio for absolutely no reason.
Spent, tell me about it. Spent 15 years doing time there. Didn't really want to get out that way, the way I did, though.
You spent You've been in jail since the womb?
It's
I guess
Cleveland.
you have to make up a lot of classes. I mean,
So, who do y'all kill for fun around here?
in video games, you mean?
I came here because I heard there was a great scene, and by great scene, I mean extra dead people around. Usually there's a cause when more cemeteries open in the past 5 years than the past 50.
I am all about love and light. I don't kill anybody. Thank you very much.
Man, I'm
Well,
going to have to. But what is so like? What's going on? So like, what is she? What are you like? She comes in here talking. She knows about killing stuff. Like, what, oh, are you a slayer? You know, you're not a slayer. I'm a slayer. But what? Hunter, right? What do you hunt?
Yeah. With all this rubbish people keep sticking in my head, it's a wonder there's room for my brain. Yeah, Demon Hunter. I'm here because something's been tolling up your death count in this town, so I figured there was some action.
Any action want to take off my hands? By all means. Like, yeah. Powers that be. When do we typically hunt monsters? Or when do I typically hunt monsters? At night? Like, is there like a regular like Hellmouth occurrence in our town?
Well, you've just started, but it is becoming more and more regular. I don't know how strict Carrie is about patrolling, but if you're between Giles and Wesley on the patrolling, saving the universe scale, like Carrie would like you to patrol more than do homework potentially, or maybe it's the other way around.
Okay.
There are more vampires here than there used to be. There used to be 0 vampires. And then Sunnydale became a crater. And then there were more vampires. Very slowly, and then much more quickly.
Alrighty. So I pretty much tend to them when they pop up.
Like a whack-a-mole.
Yeah.
It's not good enough. You got to give me something to do. Don't you need anyone dead or maimed? I can settle for maimed.
Not currently. But as soon as I have something that needs to be maimed, I will call you. You have a number or something?
We're in 2003?
You're in 2003. You have a beeper.
Yeah, I was going to say, here's my pager number.
A beeper. You got a pager.
If the apocalypse calls, beat me.
Will do. And you sure you're not Kim, right? Hope. All right.
And you are?
You can call me Aaron.
All right. Slayer named Aaron.
Yeah, like Aaron Autumns.
I hate that.
So, it's kind of up to you. You are the only one with the key to this like backroom library area and access to get people there. So it's up to you if you're going to do magic on the shades, if you're going to force Piper to talk to Mayhew, which I don't recommend anyone talking to Mayhew. He's a dick. But you're the watcher, so
Piper, if you want to help, I'm gonna go take a look at these a little bit more. If you are concerned about talking about stuff, you guys are more than welcome to follow me to the drink.
Is that the room with all the spikes and stakes? And
yes.
Stuff? Yes. I'll follow you. Let's go.
Yeah, and I promise I'll be way more careful this time. I know last time I lost focus, and then bad things. It won't happen again. I promise. I won't blow anything this time.
She can blow stuff up. Jeez.
It was a
Not on
small
purpose.
fire. It was a
Not on
small
purpose.
fire.
It was an accident. It wasn't what I was trying to do. It just kind of happened.
All right.
For anyone going into the back room, the magic library / armory, please give me a perception plus notice.
I'm very excited about an armory.
Not a big armory yet. We're still in season 1.
Ooh, I rolled a 1. Oh, wait, I can use drama points, right? Can I
So you rolled a 1, but that's just the d10. So add your dexterity. So you actually have an 8 plus Slayers have a fast reaction time, which will add plus 5 for that. So you have whatever 1 plus 7 plus 5 is.
13. All righty.
13. Fabulous. Okay. So everybody except for so Tony, what was your final
7.
score? 7. So Carrie, you open the door. There's it's down a little hallway. It starts to feel more private. Everybody except for Carrie notices a hole in the opposite side of the wall with daylight coming down, like something came in through the sewers. And as the last of you enters the room, there is a very malnourished vampire that just kind of lunges. And they lunge at Piper, since you were the first one that did initiative. So we're going to do a combat. I don't think this is going to take very long because it's a low-level vampire against all of you. And so basically what's going to happen is combat for this is you tell me your intention, and then we do your initiative roll, and then we do the thing that you've given the intention for. And so, Phoenix, did you go into the back room?
Yes.
Okay, so what is your intention for combat?
Duck and look for a bow.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. That's going to be, you're going to be able to use a dodge action, but you're not going to be able to, you'll be able to, I'll let you do a perception.
Yeah.
But that'll come at a -2 because that's doing 2 things.
Yep, understood.
Hyper. Vampire. Some face.
Piper screams. And her first instinct is to just smack at it.
Great. I love that journey for you. Hope. It's everything you hope for.
Yeah, I'm gonna just do I have any weapons yet or no?
Did you bring any into the coffee shop with you?
I mean, sure.
If it's hidden, so there's no mechanic for you to pull something out that's like a free action. So you could use it unless it's something you want to aim with, and then aiming is its own separate action. But if you have a stake with you, or if you have a knife in your back pocket, or you just want to punch something, there's no mechanic for
cool.
Prepping something.
I'm gonna wait to pull out my stake, because I just want to beat the crap out of something for a little while. So I'm gonna start kicking it in the head.
All right, we're going to get a kick in the head. And because you are attacking en masse, everyone's going to get a +2 if they attack, because you're all doing it as a group.
Yay!
There's a thing for that. So congratulations.
What do I roll?
So this is just the intention phase where you tell me what you're going to do, and then we have the actual initiative. which is part of the charm of the system. What is your intention, Aaron? You see this? This is a fledgling vamp. It's just blood is written on their face.
Okay.
Not literally. You can just see the crazed in their eyes. The word blood is not literally written on their face.
Oh, well then we're kung fu fighting because I do not have a stake or anything yet, as of yet. So yeah,
okay.
I'm going to engage the foe in hand to hand.
There's a reason there is a kung fu skill. Harry, there's a vampire in your magic library.
I would like to get people weapons as soon as possible, so probably a stake that's on a bookshelf by the door, and I'll get that over to Aaron.
Yeah, so there's no mechanic for movement. So basically, I'm gonna let you just run to grab something and throw it at the nearest person when it is your turn. And so I did. I got a D10 for my fledgling vampire that I'm calling Behind the Stacks Vampire. And so they're going to have a 14. Everybody roll me a D10 plus your dex. And then let me know what you got in chat, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to keep track of it.
So it's just dex?
Dex, and then if you have the new Slayer has fast reaction time, that would give them a bonus of +5 essentially.
So
it's D10 plus Dex for initiative plus any bonus you think would apply.
Okay.
So I got 16. Oh, I need to put gotcha.
Aaron's got a 16. I can do it because I'm already here. Piper, what did you get?
Oh, we were putting it in the wrong chat. Sorry. Oh, I got a 3. I'm Piper. Hi.
That's going to be, so you got a 3 plus your dexterity. What's your dexterity?
Oh no, that was with my dexterity. I rolled a 1.
That's fine. There's no penalty for rowing low in this.
Actually, no, I lied. I'm sorry. It's a 5. I don't know how to math.
That's better. Nix, what did you get?
I got a 10.
All right. Carrie, what'd you get?
Yeah, also got a 10.
Hope, what did you get?
14.
14. Okay. Aaron, you're the first one. You actually have the highest initiative. So you just wanted to do some kung fu fighting?
Yes, sir.
So give me a dexterity, literally, plus your kung fu. And then you have 3 levels of Slayer, so it's going to be +3. So dexterity plus kung fu +3.
Okay, so 17, 20?
Yes, 20 is going to beat its combat of 12. You are punching, kicking? You said you were kicking?
Yeah, I will do a Showtime kick. So, which is he's gonna plant a foot on the wall and then spring off the wall and then kick that dude across the face with it.
Great. Hey, Carrie! You're just kicked a vampire into a stack of old time books. So just had to kind of watch that happen. And that's actually going to leave them prone, which will be a -4 to their defense. So Hope, I'm going to let you go next. Really didn't expect any of that. Hope, what do you want to do to this obviously brand new fledgling vampire?
Spinning roundhouse kick to the head.
Great. Give me that dexterity plus kung fu.
Is that what I just rolled already?
Dexterity. So dexterity plus kung fu is going to be different than your initiative, which is dexterity.
Oh, okay. Okay, so my then I technically got a 12 on my initiative, not a 14. So I'll roll that now. Ew, gross. Can I use my 2 drama points?
If you have more drama points, everybody has a set number of drama points, so I was giving you more. So drama points in this game, you could use Righteous Fury to give yourself a +5 to combat.
Yeah, let's do that. So that means
because you've been itching for fights, so yeah.
That means 7 plus my 6, so that's 13.
Great. So what part of this baby vampire are you wanting to roundhouse?
I want to roundhouse him right in the mouth. Maybe break a fang off. That would be cool.
I'm going to let you break a fang off, and the vamp goes.
And I say,
I was told.
I say, uncle. Oh, that's right. You killed my uncle, and keep fighting.
Who are you? So that roundhouse kick is going to keep them prone. They're just trying. They were not ready for this, and so they're actually kind of too stunned to respond or get up. So, Carrie, bad for your books. Really proud moment. What would you like to do about this? Do you want to throw a stake at your slayer? Do you want to throw a stake at the person that just roundhouse kicked the vampire in the face?
Hope seems to be doing fine, and I'm still intending to give Aaron a stake. So,
Aaron. Give me a dexterity plus acrobatics.
So 9.
9. You it's not pretty, but you just get it there. Aaron, hopefully you were paying attention when your name was called.
Yeah. Well, what's up? Do I need to make a roll or anything?
You just catch it. The roll is for her throwing, and you just catch it if it was 9 or higher. So,
Gotcha.
hit it there. It worked out. So Phoenix, it's your turn. There are vampires in Ocean Heights. You weren't sure of it before, maybe. Now you're super sure of it.
I kind of figured. I'd heard the stories. So, do I still have to go with my stated action?
Yes.
Now that the situation has changed?
What was your stated action?
Duck and look for a bow. Still want to look for the bow, but...
I'm going to give you that dodge maneuver to look for the bow, and that's basically going to be a dexterity and acrobatics in a different way. So it's going to be a dexterity and acrobatics.
All right, got it.
And then how will you do is if you find a bow or not.
15.
15. You duck, dip, dive, dodge, and duck right down into where you know the armory is, because everybody's got an armory that has an ounce of common sense. And the first thing you see is a bow. It's not the sturdiest looking bow, but it is a bow, and it will do in a pinch. And then we got Piper. You've screamed, but you've had a couple of seconds to process. So,
since it's on the ground now and I don't have to smack it, can I stomp on it instead?
You totally can do that, or you can give me a perception roll if you want. If you'd like to notice things in the room.
Okay, I will do that then.
And that's going to be a perception plus notice.
Oh, I forgot to add my notice.
Plus occultism.
Plus occultism, okay. Notice and occultism, or just occultism?
Notice and occultism.
Oh,
so,
okay.
don't take your bonus in sorcery of 3 unless it's higher than your occultism. I guess.
13 total.
13. Yeah, this vampire wasn't just randomly here. Like, there's a couple books on the floor that were definitely, like, not on the floor, and it's not because Aaron kicked the vampire into the book stack. Like, they were looking for something.
Interesting. I will just, instead of stomping, I will just call out to Carrie if I can. Can I still talk?
Yeah, you can talk. Yeah, I like table talk during combat as long as it's not like a half hour long soliloquy.
Okay. I'm gonna call out to Carrie. He was looking for something in your books. And then my turn.
And we're going to go to the top of the round. I'm not going to have you do intentions every round because nothing would happen otherwise. Aaron, it's your turn. Vamp is still on the ground, but they're not dust. But you have a stake in your hand.
This place isn't like the Continental, is it? Like, we can do work on the grounds, right?
It's up to Carrie. Are you okay with the vamp being slain in your library?
I wouldn't have gotten you a stake otherwise.
Oh, yeah. Duh. And then, he then goes in for the people's elbow, like, stake drop. You know what I'm saying?
All right. People's elbow stake drop. I need you to give me a strength plus kung fu first to grapple it.
Alrighty. Actually, then if that's the case, I'll actually toss the stake up to Hope, and then I'll just go in and just like try to hold him down. Does that work?
Yeah, because it has to be grappled before you can stake. So,
all right. Well, then, yeah, I will do. I will do that. I'll just I'd be like, heads up, and then I just kind of like flip the stake up, and then like I go down and try to grapple it. So, strength plus kung fu.
Strength plus kung fu.
All right. Boom. 9, 13.
Yeah, you're gonna get it because you're going over its muscle, so you'll be fine. Vampire's not having a good time. Hope. Vampire can't go anywhere. So
cool.
Would you like to use Mr. Pointy?
I would.
Mr. Pointy.
Like do one of those spinning where like you end up with the pop right there.
That's very fetch of you. Give me a strength. Do you have Nerds of Steel?
I do.
Strength plus 2 for Nerds of Steel, and then the skill is going to actually be the skill is actually getting medieval for staking a vampire.
So that's 7 plus getting medieval. 7 plus 5, so that's 12 plus
whatever your D10 rolls.
D10. I don't accept.
I mean, you're gonna get it.
5. Listen, this is only a 3 to 4 hour game, so I am adding my drama point to it for an extra 5. So that means 8 plus the 13. So that's 21.
Also, right? If you do you have stab as one of your things in your sheet in your maneuvers?
Maneuvers.
You have to
slash stab. Yes, I do.
Does it say ×5 versus vamps?
No.
Okay, so you don't get the +5 for that, which is why I was. Yeah, you're still going to get it. So where there was a vampire, there is now dust.
Isn't it crazy how slaying always makes you hungry and horny?
I mean, not really, I guess. I mean, all the adrenaline and all that energy expenditure and I can see it.
Yeah. Well, so you have slayed a fledgling vampire together. Piper has just told you, Carrie, that this vampire was looking for something, apparently, in your library, which Not ideal.
No.
I point to the books. These weren't books that he knocked over when he was pushed into the stacks. These were already out. So I think these are the ones that he was looking through.
Okay. What kind of
Phoenix
books?
comes out and swears under her breath. Did it without me.
Don't worry not. If you would like to figure out which books the vampire was pawing with and what they're looking for, anyone going to do that, give me a intelligence plus crime, which is weird, but intelligence plus crime is research for mundane things. That's just how the system is. So intelligence plus crime for mundane things.
Knowledge is illegal in this world.
I love how Googling things is like basically crime.
It is. It actually is. Hacking is crime in this, but it's its own computer skill, so it's under computers instead of. Okay, so Carrie, there's like 3 different books, and it could be any of them. They're all kind of on the same subject. For Piper and Phoenix, it's actually a book on family bloodlines or the Sisterhood of Jay. I'm butchering that name. And Piper and Phoenix, you both kind of notice there's a page open with a claw mark on it. To something called Berejka, who's one of the sisters of the Sisterhood of the Jay, a demigoddess.
Piper will relay that to Carrie and kind of point at the page of the book that has the claw mark on it.
I'll open it up so we can do more reading on that.
Because if you want to do another search roll to see if you can get a higher than a 7, you totally can. And that'll tell me how much information I'm giving you. That's a 12. A 12 is very good. A 12 is much better than a 7. This is a party demigod. This is a demigod all about sex and drugs and rock and roll. It's not a mystery why a vampire would be drawn to them. It's more of a mystery of why a fledgling vampire even knows about them.
Okay.
And give me a second here. Berejka translates to mother of pleasure. And there is a specific spell to awaken her that involves something called allurement. And there's like a diagram of eyes and ears.
Phoenix is going to pause and say, he said they didn't mention us. You. Speaking about us. Someone sent him.
Oh, well.
I mean, fledgling vamp, they're not big thinkers.
Yeah, not in my experience, at least.
Yeah.
Should we have asked them questions?
I don't know if they would have known more.
Okay.
Not big on answering questions either, though.
Well, they clearly came from the hole in the ground, right? So we could go see if there's a trail.
I will also give you this just as common sense. It is now daytime, so it would be kind of an obvious thing that they came in through the sewers at night. and kind of got trapped in the room because they didn't leave in time. There's also just, it is currently daytime, which means however many hours that fledgling was in there.
Ooh, what's that bottle over there in the corner? I know what it is. Never mind. Yeah. You got a trash can down here?
It's a Gatorade bottle half full of blood.
Oh. Yeah, blood. That's less gross than I was going. But yeah, okay.
Yep. There's a trash can there, but that is file waste at that point.
Well, actually, do you need it for some kind of like ritual or anything?
I don't know whose blood that is. I know.
Hey, dude, I do the fighty part of the stuff. You just know the things and the magic and stuff, right? That's our deal, right?
Yeah,
I'm just asking questions, okay? Sorry.
that's fair.
All right, and so he starts dusting like all the extra dust off his clothes and whatnot, and it's like, yeah. What's your barista's name again?
Sarah.
Sarah. I wonder if Sarah's done thirsting over that Huey guy.
Phoenix, I want you to give me a perception plus computers.
Okay.
Or intelligence plus computers, whichever is higher for you.
They're both the same.
Okay.
Yeah. Computers. 11.
You had to close out because it's 2003, it's not Photoshop, a photoshopping program while you were looking for the Word document, because Mayhew technically has checked out all of the computers because he's exhausting. And it occurs to you that a Photoshop program, because I don't know what other word you use because it's ubiquitous now.
A image modification program.
Image modification, including faking shipping labels and companies. It's real easy to create websites that look legit in 2003.
Mm-hmm.
It's still a super new thing. I just heard the voice of God saying Photoshop came out in the 80s, 90s. So I've just made God feel old. But I'm a powers that be, so that's just what I do.
So she's going to say, there was Photoshops for shipping labels, and I had to close them out when I went to write something on the computer.
Labels company.
So what was the significance of that?
I think I'm going to say, but Tony, what did you say? I didn't quite hear that.
Shipping labels for what company?
For Ooh La La Shades.
Ooh La La Shades.
You're gonna go make me talk to Mayhew, aren't you?
I don't want to, but it's starting to look like it.
Okay. You owe me a book or something for this.
What's a Mayhew?
That annoying person out there?
Oh, you need help?
No, I can handle him. I just don't like it. I mean, you can come if you want, but
I'll back you up.
Yeah, if you can get his like attention for a bit, so just long enough that I can get a smoothie from the barista, that'd be great.
I can make you a smoothie.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, do what you will.
Well, Carrie can make a smoothie. But Tony is friends with Rem, and Rem can tell you all about the giveaway as we approach the second hour of this game. Was that better? So, Piper, you know how you don't really want to talk to Mayhew, like, at all?
Yes.
So, you know how Mayhew has, like, cronies that surround him pretty much at all times, which is weird to think about, that he just can't ever seem to be alone?
Yes.
So he and two of his cronies right now they have taken over and decorated one of the bigger study rooms, which Carrie, that means you're losing money, of course. And so they have a banner hanging up that says Future Tech Bros of America, Stock Market Watch, 2003. Like, it's super that. It looks like a political rally. They've turned your study room into like a political rally space, and they're all like wearing super preppy clothes. And Piper, that's what that's where they all are. They yeah.
I stop in the doorway and just take it all in, and then I mutter under my breath, "I better get a lifetime of free smoothies for doing this." And
Or
then
spells.
or spells. I will take either. And then I take a deep breath and I walk into the room.
And I follow because I said I'd be the backup.
I'm
The
walking in
room.
because I want smoothies.
Oh, are you going? Are you like trying to snack? Because they have like a tray of cupcakes that you saw on your way to smoothies. Are you trying to snack a couple of their cupcakes, Aaron?
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, I'm eating snacks. I'm drinking smoothies. I earned it after a very, very arduous time fighting vampires. Yes, I want my snacks.
They are tiramisu cupcakes. They are like from the fancy cupcake place in town. That's right, tiramisu cupcakes. All this and yours in the Buffy universe. So Mayhew doesn't approach you right away. One of Mayhew's friends, and I have to make sure I have the right one because they're all a little different. Mayhew's friend Everett, who has a kind of looks like if a vulture were a Persian, and kind of doesn't look like he hasn't showered in a couple of weeks, approaches and goes, "Ooh, hi, you're cute. Did you come here to talk about the stock market?"
I put my hand up to him and just make a beeline for Mayhew. I don't even acknowledge. I just put my hand up in his face and keep going.
Okay, I didn't put a trigger warning on this episode, but Everett feels very entitled to your time. So Everett is actually going to use their 1 point of strength to try to hold you. And so you totally can, but I actually have to do this roll. I feel a little bad about this as like a person, but this is actually what Everett would do. So he got a 7, so he didn't actually succeed in doing it, but you like feel like the gummy kind of already pre-sweaty like hand on your arm.
Oh yeah, no. As soon as I feel that, I want to just turn around and punch him.
I think you should.
Please
give me that dexterity. Please give me that dexterity plus. I'm so thrilled that you're punching him. I've lost my mind. Dexterity. Actually, dexterity plus acrobatics. Dexterity plus acrobatics.
Okay, that I think I might be able to do. So that's 3. Oh, I got a 5. Can I use drama points to bump that up? Because I really want to.
Yeah, because he's gross. So I'm going to let you bump that up with the heroic feat plus 5 to give you a 10. Okay. Everett goes down. He's like, seriously, again? This is not the first time Everett has done this. You know Everett because he threw an amazing tantrum about not being the king of Morp, which was like a reverse prom, like not quite Sadie Hawkins spring fling thing. So Everett has been like this pretty much always. So like he's not surprised that he was hit. And your fist is like a little sweaty now, by the way.
Ew. Just gonna like wipe my hand on my skirt. And keep going for Mayhew. And when I get there, you need to control your dogs. They can't just grab a girl.
Ooh, feisty. What's up? Because it's 2003, so what's up isn't. Actually, I think at that point in 2003, what's up was already lame. But Mayhew's eyes like shine a little bit, and he's like, I mean, you did a pretty good job yourself. Are you sure that you don't want to go with the big dog? Sorry, I feel really gross saying that. I'm trying so hard here.
She just kind of rolls her eyes and says, if a big dog comes around, let me know. But I have a question.
You're going to regret that. Do you know who I am? Do you know who my father is? You sure you want to talk to me that way?
I hit him with the tiramisu cupcake from across the way.
Oh my god! Thank you. Give me. Actually, this is going to be a dexterity acrobatics. I'm going to let you add in kung fu to this. So dexterity, acrobatics, and kung fu. Carrie, by the way, you can see all this because the blinds are open in the study room. So
Phoenix is going to come in at this point because it's looking like a brawl, and it's going to happen.
Sure, that is very fair. So you got an 18. Where did you want that cupcake, the tiramisu cupcake, to land? Like, are you going for like between the eyes? Do you want to hit the little dumb Lacoste alligator on his like sweater vest? Like, where did you want the tiramisu cupcake to go? Nothing against Lacoste. Lacoste, please send me stuff. But like, classic prepware.
I'm just right towards his face. And there's a tray of them, right?
There is a tray, but you've eaten like 3 already because they're like half cupcakes, so they're like not full size cupcakes.
Okay, so well then I'll throw one in and I'll just like grab another one and continue eating like I didn't just fucking like freaking bean it at him.
Okay, what do you people want? You're ruining my good mood. Don't make me send. I'm not going to send Tanner after you. We can't do anything. And Tanner goes, no, that's not. I'm going to stop talking now. So you have Mayhew's full attention. Still now looking at you, Piper, but like with like glare.
Oh, that's fine. I'm glaring at him too.
Not looking at Hope or Phoenix, by the way. Only looking at you.
Okay. Yeah. I'm glaring right back at him. I really don't want to have to talk to you at all, but you were doing something because I don't like you. You're a tool.
But I have lots of power. Girls like power.
No.
Please take 2 drama points for just no. No.
That's the wrong way. Okay. You had something up on the computer out there, and I need to know why and what it was for.
You think I use these computers like a peasant?
Yes.
He actually makes that like scrunched up face, like really.
Look,
whatever's use these computers.
Whatever's causing the Joan Cullens to deal with it. Embrace the pain, spank your inner moppet, whatever, but get over it.
Mayhew is so stunned by that he doesn't know. You are a strange person. He just looks at Hope and goes, "You are a strange person. I don't know what to tell you, sweetie. I don't use those computers now." I mean, if you came in here to like get my attention, you have it. But if you're looking for like a boyfriend, you haven't impressed me yet, you know? I mean, the cupcake in the face was nice, but it didn't come from you, sweetie.
Aaron is visibly cringing from across the room so hard.
As you should. I'm cringing as I say it, and I'm playing the character. It's not cash money.
Look, can you just the sooner you answer my questions, the sooner I cannot be in your presence anymore. And that would just be really good for me. So.
Oh, and then I should start talking more slowly, shouldn't I? Phoenix and Hope, I want you to give me perception plus notice on Tanner, who is the lackey who is not talking and is kind of hanging out in the corner. All right. So that 10 to 8. Hope you're just slightly more tuned into this. Phoenix, you're more like concerned with vampires. So body language is something you know, but it's a certain type. Tanner is like trying to shrink into the corner and like not being noticed in any way, shape, or form. Tanner is doing his best impression of like a shadow for Mayhew instead of like being a person that anybody's going to look at. But Piper, you don't notice any of this because you're currently talking to Mayhew, who's super gross. Even his attractive +1 is not helpful.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna just step from my position of backup, the person, and I want to go up to Tanner and I'm not gonna start mean.
I'm intrigued and terrified.
Oh, I just thought of it. Here it is. Hello, salty goodness.
Tanner's like
visibly cringing from across the room.
Tanner's voice actually does that. What? Squeak? Like his voice like cracks mid-word. And he's like, what? What's happening? Hello?
Who are you?
Tanner's office. Hello, I'm the secretary/treasurer of the Future Tech Bros of America. Hi, hi. You're very tall, aren't you? I don't know if your character is tall, but he's just like
apparently I am.
Himself down.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you are or not. He's like envisioning you as an Amazon goddess. So,
and how are you related with to this group of losers?
We've got money. We're just, my mom made a lot of money in real estate, and so like I'm doing the stock market thing. And it's, are you sure you don't want to talk to Mayhew? He's much better with girls than I am.
Look, when it comes to needing to know how to be a total douchebag, I'll talk to Mayhew. But when it comes to actually being popular and knowing what I'm looking for, I'm the queen.
I mean, probably not at Carter Havens High. Look, it's just I want you to give me perception and occultism if you have it, and any levels of sorcery.
Perception is 2. Perception and what?
Occultism and any sorcery you have.
2. And sorcery is also under skills?
Sorcery is under occultism. Might have levels in sorcery.
Okay. No. So I get a +4. Let's add another drama point to that.
Well, you get 9 though, and 9 is what you need to be. 4 + 5 is 9, so you got it. There is like just the tiniest tinges It's like when you have a left-handed person that gets a new pen and it like marks up their hand. Like, I don't know if anyone's experienced that pain and joy in their life, but like
Yep,
when a
lefty.
left-handed person gets yeah. So like it's that, but it's like magic.
Does he have the sunglasses?
He doesn't have any on him, but if you brought it up, he would feign surprise badly.
So I'm new in town, and I noticed that the thing is these sunglasses. So where do I get mine?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. I don't wear sunglasses. At least I don't need.
You don't know
prescription needs.
I say like you don't know where to get them. Like you don't know where to get Ray-Bans. Like,
like, well, it's just people get stuff from companies all the time. All kinds of stuff. Like headbands and earbuds and stuff. No, it's not. Yeah, I mean we have like a house where I know that stuff gets stored for like delivery in town, but like I don't know. I don't know anything like about it or anything.
I totally feel like he's lying. So, yeah.
Not even gonna have to roll for it. Like, this is not a person that wants to be talked to. This is like someone that lives in the shadow of somebody.
So here's what we're gonna do.
The more you smile, the more nervous I get. But I'm
trying to keep in mind that this is Gen Con TV, but I'm gonna do. You'll know what I mean, John. I'm going to do the monologue that Buffy does to Spike when Faith took over her body.
Great. Kenner faints. Just outright.
Cool. Yeah. I'm just going to fireman carry him out and be like, y'all saw nothing.
He was like, where's she taking my bro?
Don't focus, please, on me. Don't worry about that. He's good. Why were you printing shipping labels?
I don't know what you're talking about. Crazy is not sexy.
Disagree. Also, the sooner you answer my questions, the sooner I can leave, and we'll both be happy.
I mean, isn't it the witch? You kind of make me happy. I mean, look at you. What you're wearing. Like, we could go to a rave. Do you want to go to a rave? I know some good raves.
How tall is Piper? Just out of curiosity.
Piper is 5'3".
All right. Phoenix is going to come and sort of look over Piper's head and look down at the sitting.
Phoenix, you hear Everett like moving to try to get to Mayhew to like whisper something in his ear.
I block him.
Yeah, I'm not even going to make you roll for that. These mid-tier baddies have like a 1 strength, so they're not going to get anywhere.
If I can, I'm going to trip Everett.
I'm not going to stop you. Give me that dexterity acrobatics, because that's what it is. Lots of dexterity in this game, really. If you're playing this, make a dexterous character. They do a lot.
14. He goes down.
They had a punch bowl. You send him face first into the punch bowl. Aaron, you just grabbed the cupcakes in time to keep them from becoming waterlogged in this sad punch. You have 8 cupcakes now, by the way. You are going to start to feel it if you eat too many more. You should probably save 1 for Carrie.
Of course, I'm actually going to head over to Carrie and I'm going to be like, you should just install a ring at this point.
Ring?
Hope?
Like a wrestling ring?
Give me a dexterity plus crime.
Dexterity plus crime.
Give me that 5x5.
5x5.
What does it mean? No one knows what it means. Actually, from the core rulebook for this game, by the way, they actually have that conversation in the core rulebook. What does it mean? Nobody knows. I actually think
I
I
have
know
a
what it
+7, so that's 12.
That's 12. His wallet has like there's his mom apparently is a real estate person, and he has like her business card in his wallet along with his ID and just like $300 cash.
I mean, cool, mine, but except the card, I don't care. But I want to take him back to the like where the weapons are and chain him up because we're about to interrogate a bitch.
Okay. Carrie, it's up to you to either assist in back to the armory or be like, maybe not. If you want to Susan Powder to stop the insanity of this, or if you agree with it, up to you.
Why are you asking him?
Because he knows something.
Okay.
I don't even know what he knows. I'm just here. Let me know if you need my help.
Once he's chained up, I'm gonna start like, wake up, wake up, wake up.
I guess I'm going to let this. I'm going to hand Aaron his smoothie and let this go.
I'm going to say you're very good at interrogating, so I'm going to hand wave this because this is Gen Con TV and also time constraints being what they are.
But I have a quote first.
Okay, please give this quote and then we will, yes.
Sorry about the chains. It's not that I don't trust you. It's that I don't trust you.
Well, first, the grody part is going to be he actually kind of likes the chains, but he doesn't know if you awaken something to him. Which, we'll just leave that where it is. Second part of it is that eventually he confesses / alludes to that he may or may not have his mom turn into a vampire so he can use one of her real estate houses for nefarious purposes. So you learned that unsettling factoid.
I look over my shoulder at Aaron and Carrie and go, "Do we kill humans?"
No.
I don't.
I like that you foisted the blame off of yourself. I was like, I don't do that.
Spoil my fun.
Right in season one, right in season 3.
Your hands are your own, all right? You can keep them
Like
clean or not.
Take your drama points for your hands are your own. I feel that should be rewarded. But yes, you've gained that information. You can leave poor rich white boy chained up. Slightly now is kind of into it weirdly.
Let's leave him here. I'll talk to Piper about maybe putting a curse on him later.
It's so funny that you said that because that's what right now she is threatening to curse Mayhew's little friend so it shrivels up and falls off because he is not cooperating with her.
Yes, and in interest of time, and also because I feel like if I play Mayhew for too long, I'm gonna want like a full like decontamination shower. We'll just say that Mayhew just continues to flirt with you, and we can do any roles you want to do, but it just like gets worse. Like he's like the human embodiment of those like cologne deodorant sprays that people use that they don't like the smell of, but they like light it on fire to make impromptu flamethrowers. He's like the human version of that.
Can I actually curse him so that his hair falls out or something? Is that like a thing that I can do?
Do you have 3 spells? Do any of the 3 spells you know fairly well?
I have quick illusion. Could I make him think that his hair fell out?
Yes, you can. What do you need for quick illusion? Is that one of the ones that requires ingredients?
Maybe, but I'm at a shop and she owes me some stuff, so no, actually a short incantation.
Okay.
No concentration.
Okay. This is your well-known, so you don't take any penalty for this. I want you to give me willpower plus constitution plus occultism to see how long this lasts. Because constitution, so willpower, constitution, occultism plus 3, because that's your level in sorcery.
Okay. 19.
19. Great. That's going to succeed, and it's going to succeed for the rest of the evening. What would you like to actually say as your verbal incantation for this gross body spray of a human being in preppy clothing?
So I'm going to say, I really hope that you can find a girl that likes balding men. And I'm going to reach in my bag and pull out a mirror and hold it up to him so he can see that he's like, his hair is like actively falling out around him and he's going bald. Next time you can be a little more respectful.
He openly starts weeping.
Yay!
Smiles and turns around and walks away.
Yeah, Carrie, like, I'm not going to make you roll for that. Like, Piper just did some magic and made someone cry, but like, he's a dick, so like,
Totally deserved it.
He's getting to. Oh no, he's not welcome back after he leaves today. So
Did I do I see his hair falling out too, or do I just see him being normal and just crying?
you see him being normal and crying. This is an illusion, so it's only him that's seeing his hair falling out. I will also tell you now, in game, not in real life. In game, it is about 6. There's about an hour before sunset, and the coffee shop actually does close about now, so people are going to start filing out.
okay.
When I hear about what happened, I put my arm around Piper and go, it's like we're sisters, but with very different hair. So that's 13.
So good. I like that you're doing this like a punch card. Like, I'm going to give you something after so many of them. I kind of like the idea.
I'm my own winner at this point. I'm just having such a ball.
I'm glad. That makes me happy, because I think people should have a ball when they do things they love. That's part of the whole Rem Alternis kind of brand, thing. So except for Mayhew, who has now fallen to his knees weeping in the Future Tech Bros of America stock market party room, which is weirdly decorated and still happening like a Republican party. You could just like lock them in for the night, Carrie. Like, you could literally just lock him in the room and he's not going to know.
Mayhew, you have to leave.
I can't. Have you seen my hair? I can't. He's just like, he's like hyperventilating.
Piper is crying. She's laughing so hard at this point.
So, I have to go home. You can't stay here.
My lawyer will hear about this, and he runs out of the building.
Let
Not
the door
welcome back.
Let the door hit you in the ass on your way out of town.
Yes. Everett, of course, follows, but Tanner, of course, is chained up in the armory. So someone should probably just remember to bring Tanner a Shoop at some point. But also, he turned his mom into a vampire, so he could use her house to do nefarious things. So maybe also don't.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Protocol for this, Carrie.
We need to find that house. Figure out.
I mean, like, what are we doing with Tanner? Like, do we send him to the police? Like, do we kill him? Like, or do you just keep him under the cafe for eternity? Like, what is it?
I mean, technically, he is at school because it's like down a little hallway. So technically, he is at school because it's where the old library for the school is. So it's like,
is anyone here really good at computers?
Not me.
I'm good at breaking them.
I'm decent.
You think you could make a blog post under this guy that works as a confession, like a Dear Diary thing that we can turn over to the police?
I'll give it a shot.
You totally can. Give me intelligence plus computers.
All right. It's probably not going to be very convincing, but I think it's brilliant.
You make a LiveJournal account. It's pretty popular at this point. Unfortunately, the students of Ocean Heights aren't really LiveJournal people. So it will get there. It will just take some time.
Actually, could I add in a few drama points?
LiveJournal.
Or
yeah,
I'm going to add in 3 drama points.
Yeah, you totally can. A few more people will see it, but LiveJournal in 2003 tagging system isn't perfect yet. But it's gonna get where it needs to go. Fortunately, because he's a white male with a lot of money, there may not be justice served, but you can do the best you can.
Yep, I've done what I can.
You've done what you can. You could also, if you'd like, do an intelligence and computers to see if you can locate the address and how far away you are from it.
All right. Let's try that again.
Can I make a suggestion? Instead of LiveJournal, can it be MySpace? Because that was 2003.
I'm going to say with the drama points, you made a MySpace and a LiveJournal just to cover your bases. So it's in 2 spaces at one time. You put the Numa Numa song as the MySpace music behind it. Hashtag 2003.
This is amazing.
All right.
Intelligence plus computers to search.
All right. Arrgh. 2 more drama points.
Do you have any bonuses that you could potentially use for computers? Let me look at your stats. You made yourself some stats here. Let me look at your stats.
Yeah.
Add in notice.
All right. So that brings me up to 9.
And so this is like a cul-de-sac near the edge of town. It's like kind of the middle class area. There is a cemetery not too far from it, but now there's not any place in town that a cemetery is not too far from. It is on, I wrote this down. It is on 1124 Vintner Vine Avenue, and it is at the back of the cul-de-sac. And you can't get an overview shot of it, but there is a front door and a backyard because it's like a cul-de-sac of perfectly manufactured modular homes.
Mm-hmm.
The real nightmare is the suburbs along the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'll say this is the address. I'll pull up MapQuest.
Yes. And unlike the time I had to use it in Stockton, it's actually going to give you correct directions and not lead you around to a Taco Bell.
Yes.
Is there any gear anyone would like to take? Are there any stops you're making before you head for a confrontation? Anything that anyone would like to do? Training montages? Anything of that nature?
All right. I'll hold up on stakes And then like, do you have like garlic bombs or like
Holy water?
holy water? Or like, I don't know, salt lace lassos or something like that. I don't know. Give me all the stuff, Gary.
Right.
This is much closer to season 1 Buffy, so garlic bombs are something that you would have to work on as a Mr. Fix-It. But it's something you are working on ever since you learned you were the Slayer. You were like, I could make this.
Yeah, and I'd like, is there a scythe? Can I have a scythe?
You trying to farm or something? Like, what are you doing with that thing? Big old thing.
Oh, I'll be reaping something.
All right, like, be sure to stay at least 5-6 feet away from me. It's like looking at the damn thing.
I guess scythe does matter.
Especially when
please take 2 drama points for Scythe does matter.
It's a Buffy quote.
Okay.
I think I'm on 15 now. I think it's 15.
You're doing very well. I'm very impressed. You could say I'm 5 by 5 by 5 impressed.
I'm just 5 by 5. Well, that's 25.
5 by 3 is 15. So
Gotcha.
Yeah.
5 by 5, though, by 5 would be 25 times 5. So 125.
Look, I'm an artist. I don't do math. Anyone who's done Shadowrun with me knows that I'm bad at math. Like, contestedly bad at math. Famously and fanatically.
I want to see if names. Carrie has blessed sand and proper incense that I can take with me in the shop.
Do I? Is that something that we'd have?
I am going to say yes, because I did not do all the encyclopedic work for what kind of incense you need. Blessed sand you have, because it's California, so there's sand everywhere, so blessing it doesn't take much of anything. If we were playing a much longer game, it would be a whole thing, but I'm going to say you have yes, because I know that's a particular spell that...
Oh.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure to have my crossbow.
I'm taking the bow and arrows.
There is 1 bow and arrow set, but there is also 1 crossbow, and you can decide who gets to use it when.
Hey, Carrie, do you have any of those belts where I can just shove a bunch of these stakes in it?
Weren't you working on one?
Yeah, I totally was.
Do you mean a bandolier?
Yeah. A steakolier.
Steakolier. You're not quite there yet, but you did manage to get a belt with 4 loops in it, so you can do 4 steaks. It's just not as cool looking as a bandolier.
Also, you have guy pants, and they're super deep, so you can probably just stick 2 in there.
And also, it's 2003, so you can get those ones at Hot Topic that are really floofy at the bottom, and you can have
beans? Oh yeah,
trips.
Yeah, so you've got some extra pocket space that you could
boom,
fashion a steak down there.
So essentially, I'm taking as many steaky dealies as you'll let me carry, or I guess the powers that be. How many steaks can I carry?
The powers that be would let you say you can take as many as you can carry, but the more you take, the less dexterous you'll be. And at some point, I'm going to start having to give you penalties if you've overloaded your shelf on steaks.
Okay, I'll take a solid 5. Give me a handful of steaks.
Yeah, because you can always reuse them. They don't go poof with the vampire. So if it's vampires, you've got enough steaks for barbecue.
Yeah, I just saw that I have a skill that says throw steak, so I'm like, all right, let me get some.
Yeah, that's what that skill is for.
Can I ask a question really quick? I'm sorry.
No, always. Please do ask questions. That's what we're here for.
My spell that I tried once, but I really want to try again, even though I messed it up the first time. Is there a range on that?
You have to be close.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, it's not at your level. None of your spells are ranged.
Would I be able to do it in the car, like outside of the house?
You could do it on the porch because as you pull up, the house does have a porch. The windows are all, at least on the front that you can see, are all blacked out to keep out the lights. It's not me hinting at anything as the writer of this one shot particularly, but definitely these windows are blacked out, and also there does not seem to be anyone at home in any of the houses on either side of this particular house. Everything is very inactive in the street, dead if you want to say. I think I just got the pun angry eyes from Rem for that.
Mm-hmm.
I've come to expect it from you, John.
But the house is the windows are darkened out. If you would like to start your spell,
I would actually.
Which one are you doing?
And I'm going to mess this up. I apologize to anybody that.
Just say the English translation of it. Just do the English translation.
Pull the curtain back.
Okay,
and it will allow me to see magic all around me.
That is a -2 penalty. So do actually look and see which stats will give you. So give me. I actually want you to do willpower plus Constitution.
Okay.
And then add in good luck, which will give you a bonus point.
Okay.
Take your 3 points of sorcery.
Okay.
You should have been taking good luck the whole time because that would have given you a +1 to everything, just so you know for future ones. And then, no, you're fine because I didn't look at your sheet. And then do your occultism +4.
Okay.
And then add in notice +2 because you're actually like super concentrating for this.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then do I have to take off 2 points for the negative penalty?
Yeah, essentially, your notice will cancel out that -2.
Okay.
Also, I can tell you what to do, but next time someone is super creepy to you, like use telekinesis, throw them against a wall. That's what that's
I forgot that I had that. Oh, I forgot.
That is 7 bonus to telekinesis. You could have thrown Everett across a wall.
Oh, now I'm
sweaty hands on your arm. So gross.
Can we restart?
Next time. But first, let's pull some curtains back and see if you can sense some magic going on.
I got a 19.
You got a 19. There is magic here.
Okay.
There's like weird little ant trails of magic. They look like little human feet, which is weird. But there's also just like you can't tell where it is, but there's something in the house or behind the house. This is the house you're supposed to be at.
Okay.
Super gross color. Like it's like do you ever see the Nickelodeon shows where they would like throw the slime on people? It's like that, which in magic is like gross do not do kind of stuff. Like it's not full malevolent, but like, oh, you're making some choices people aren't gonna like.
Okay. And I can't tell where the magic is inside, right?
No, not even with the 19 when you get that.
Okay. Just that it's gross. Okay. I'm gonna, as I'm concentrating, I'm gonna say it doesn't look like there's like any magical traps or anything that I can tell, right?
No, with the 19, I'll let you. If you had gotten lower than a 15, I wouldn't let you speak while doing this because it requires concentration.
Oh,
but because you got that 19 and it's so close to 20, I'm going to let you say a couple sentences. But you've got to keep concentrating to keep this thing up because the fan takes a lot of energy.
Okay. I'm just going to say there's little magical trails leading in and out. There's something magical either inside or out back. I can't tell what it is, but it's gross. So be careful.
I'll be sure to take a shower afterwards, and I grab a couple steaks, and then start heading towards the house.
Before you do that, you know what else is magical? Something in a contest. I don't know if we have another. Do we have another 5-minute break coming up? Is that a thing?
I'm so excited to fight. All right. So
I'm also excited. I want to give you the whole rest of the time to fight. That's what this is.
Okay. So got to get all the Buffy quotes out of my head. All right. So I was just thinking of when in Bad Girls, when Faith gets Buffy to leave class by breathing on the glass and drawing a heart with like a little stake through it, and then they go and fight a nest of vampires. Like, if you haven't noticed, I'm a little obsessed. Anyway, so what we're gonna do now is draw. Well, no, we're not drawing yet. Almost ready to draw. This is one of your very last chances to enter to win in our drawing for tonight.
Right. So in this game, technically, we're supposed to do intention, and then we're going to do a thing. I'm not going to do that because this is kind of the big bad fight for this episode. So what I'm going to say is that I'm only going to use intention if you intend to do something where you need to aim, because that has its own mechanic that can make your shot better. So if anybody wants to aim with a crossbow or a bow, then we can do intention at the top of combat, because that happens at the end of the round. But otherwise, we're just going to do combat usual style with numbers, because otherwise we'll be here for a long time. And so the person that has, I see a hand raised.
I'm going to be aiming, just so you know.
So I'm going to have you do, even though it's not your turn, I want you to do perception. And then do you have aiming as a skill?
I did not write it down, but let me check the...
Let's do perception plus acrobatics and pretend acrobatics is aiming, and then just use that.
Yeah, there is no real aiming on the character sheet, so...
Okay, yeah, so perception plus whatever acrobatics is, and we'll say that's aiming.
All right.
And then add in your good luck, because that is kind of an omnipresent thing that you get.
All right.
I just do the perception. 1, 2, because I have to...
Right.
Yeah. You don't have to aim. If you just want to outright try and shoot.
All right. But, I'm just going to try shooting. First.
Well, so you don't need to get a 9. You don't need to have a basic success. This 7 will actually just like add to your combat actual shot.
Okay. So it's like a bonus modifier. How much of a bonus you get?
It's a delayed gratification. It just takes more time for you to actually shoot because you're aiming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that just means that was basically your turn for the round, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Carrie, did you also want to aim because you have the actual crossbow?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, give me perception, and if you haven't taken aiming, use your acrobatics, or use your gun fu if your gun fu is higher.
Oop. So 12.
So 12. So you're going to get, it tops off at the +9 for success, but you'll get +9 to your gun fu roll, as it were, in the next round. So basically, you're spending this round to aim.
Okay.
But you can still move. So fun fact about the system, it actually doesn't care about movement unless it's like sprinting for duration. So you don't have to say how far you're moving. But if you like move too far, I will have to make you roll willpower to see how winded you get about this. So let's have some fun. Hope.
Yeah.
This is everything. This is everywhere you want to be. Like MasterCard. It's everywhere you want to be.
I hope Evil takes MasterCard. You gave it to me!
I can't believe we discovered that together.
Did you do that on purpose?
I was going for the MasterCard quote. I wasn't actually, I didn't anticipate that. I am hoisted by my own petard. In any case, it is your turn.
All right, so he's going around back, right, to whatever magic was back there?
Nobody has informed me they're going around back.
Well,
we're not doing an intention round, so...
Well, Aaron said that before we went on break that he was heading toward where the magic was in the back.
I will address that when we get to you, Aaron. But the front door is there. If you would like to kick it down, Buffy style.
Well, yeah, I would. Since I'm a little pouty because it sounds like there's probably like something demonic in the back, and I'm just left with the vampires, which is annoying.
No, right?
But I will kick the door down.
Okay. Please give me a strength. Actually, strength plus acrobatics or kung fu, whichever is higher.
Okay. So it's a +7. 13.
13. Great. The door flies kicking in because the hinges weren't meant for that. First thing you see is a vamp on the staircase flinging in your direction.
I'm so excited.
Luckily, yes.
And I say,
we'll see if it survives.
I say, I'm the thing that monsters have nightmares about.
It's very cash money of you. Aaron, you are going around the back. You want to do that?
Yes, sir.
Please give me a deception plus notice.
You said deception and notice?
Perception plus notice.
Oh, okay. Okay, so 8 plus 5 plus 3. Okay, so 16.
16. If you throw yourself into these hedges, you might make it through, but then you're gonna probably end up face down, planted right before a nest of vampires. So you can do it if you want to. You'll be doing it as a -2 as a second action. It's up to you if you're willing to be reckless or not.
Why not? Into the hell.
Right.
Yeah.
Great. So give me that strength plus acrobatics right into the hedge to see what happens. Your result is going to be a -2 because it is a second action during combat.
You said strength plus acrobatics?
Strength plus acrobatics, please.
Alrighty. We get a 15 with a -2. It's 13.
Yep. You managed to launch yourself halfway through the hedge. You're kind of in a medium place between the hedge. You hear people praying on the other side of the hedge, intoning in ritual fashion. It sounds as creepy or creepier than what I'm saying. Super fun for your earballs. Carrie, your Slayer just launched himself at a hedge. You get, but you're aiming this round, so that's actually your round. Piper, you are next.
I am gonna go in the front door behind my new friend Hope.
Great. Do you want to do telekinesis and see if you can fling a vampire?
Hell yes.
Great. Give me willpower plus your occultism plus your good luck.
Do I get to add the 7 for telekinesis? Or is that added in there somewhere?
That's added in after you do the roll.
Okay.
That's like the bonus plus.
Okay. So it was willpower, 1, 2, plus my occultist.
Yeah, willpower plus occultism.
Plus luck. 4.
Plus your luck.
So 16 plus the 7 for telekinesis.
Great. Hope, you watch a vampire get skewered by Piper, like, you use your telekinesis and you ram it across a room, and it, like, hits a picture frame at just the right angle that the frame itself, which is made out of wood, which is super dumb to keep in a house of vampires, like, flips up and, like, you dust a vampire against a wooden picture frame right in the front hall.
Did you see that? I did that. She's very proud of herself.
How do you feel at Hope? I mean, it was super cool looking, though.
And that's awesome. I'm excited. Like, this is going to be a good fight.
I'm so happy I was able to give that to you. Phoenix, you are aiming, so that is your turn. Don't forget that bonus when you actually... Yes?
Yep. I walk in the door and fix the vampires with a glare.
There's one having, like, some kind of fruit punch Gatorade, you hope, in the kitchen that has not noticed y'all yet, but they're in, like, vampy gur face. But they're, like, just drinking something out of one of those, like, Gatorade tubs. Don't think about it too hard. Don't think about it too hard. Aaron? You made a noise, so one of the intoning ritual vamps is going to try to pull you through the hedge into the backyard. This is going to be... Let me look at this, because this is going to be interesting. I have to figure out how to do this here. So they have a muscle of 18. What is your strength plus kung fu without rolling the d10?
Strength plus kung fu is 11 without rolling any dice.
11. What's your level in Slayer? It says is that a 3?
Slayer 16, 3, 6. Like, I have no idea.
So you have a strength of 6, and then it says some level part of Slayer quality. I think that's 3 levels. I'm going to say it's 3. Hard to read. I'm going to say it's 3. Actually, roll me that d10. 7. Okay, you are grappled, but you are pushed. You are pulled through a hedge, and you see the vamp is one vamp is holding you, which is not ideal. But they can't really do anything but grapple you this round because they don't want to do anything with -2 bonus. It is a lovely backyard. In the middle of this backyard is a statue of a naked woman with a little plaque at the bottom. It's like white marble alabaster. It has a pair of sunglasses on that are glowing, a headband made out of flowers that's glowing, and earbuds in its ear that are all glowing. Have to be an occultist to know this is some kind of ritual prayer chant thing going on. And it's like to shout out anything to the people coming in the front door. Now's a good time.
They're doing some kind of weird witchy shenanigans. Is he just going to say the most Captain Obvious thing ever you could possibly think of? It's like, evil is afoot. Yeah, as he's like wrestling with the vampire.
I appreciate that. Evil is afoot. So the vampire drinking red fruit punch Gatorade, because that's totally what it is in the kitchen, realizes there are a whole bunch of people coming in and is going to make a run to tackle Piper, because that's the one they see first. What is your dexterity, Piper?
2.
2. All right.
Do I get a reaction? Can I try to stop him by telekinesis?
No, that there's not a mechanic for that. So
okay. Darn.
4. What is your I'm actually just going to do this because I'm not... There's some things about this system I'm still learning I'm not sure on. So basically, does an 8 beat your dexterity plus your willpower?
Yes.
Okay,
Unless
a vampire...
no, that won't work. Never mind. Ignore me.
A vampire has lunged at you, and you are now on the ground with a vampire on top of you, somehow still better than Everett's hand on your arm today. You're also going to get a -1 to your rolls because they're in full vamp base, and it's still something you're getting used to. But had a really cool thing happen, but now there's just like a vampire on top of you, and that wasn't fruit punch they were drinking. You can tell now as it's dripping down onto your cheek, which is
she's calling out to Hope. Bad touch, bad touch.
Bad touch. Hope, bad touch. There's bad touch happening. Or you could go into the backyard where you've heard there's some shenanigans going on.
Nope. So this thing's on top of her, so its back is exposed to me, right?
Its back is exposed to you. I'm glad you caught that.
That's pretty dumb. So we're gonna go ahead and
they're a pretty dumb vampire. This is a junior vamp. They're not a high level.
I'm gonna draw my stake and just pop it in there as I keep walking past.
Great. Give me dexterity plus acrobatics. Dexterity plus acrobatics plus kung fu because her back is exposed.
Okay. So it's +9. So that's 15.
15. Great. Well, it was bad touch, and then there was dust.
I say, thank God we're hot girls, or thank God we're hot chicks with superpowers. And I high five her, but like pull her up after. Also, that's 18.
As you do that, she's like spitting dust out of her mouth. I think I swallowed some. Gross.
Like there's like a little piece of a fang. It's just
Ew.
like, yeah. But now it will take you a turn to get up. Even with the help, because that mechanic is like a -4.
Okay.
So that will take you some time to get up. But that's okay, because you're not in fear of being hurt. Aaron, do you want to try to get out of this grapple, or do you want to fight this vampire?
Like, is he like bear hugging me from the front or like the back, or like how's he happy?
You're being bear hugged from the back, like it's one of those awkward prom photos that you see in like 10 years time and doesn't look like anybody was having a good time. This vampire, when they get the chance, not even gonna like not telegraph this, they are going to bite you in the neck because they don't know who you are. Just a human that's on their head.
All right, he's gonna break out.
Okay, give me a dexterity plus acrobatics, and then make sure you do the +5 for your fast reaction time.
Okay, so I got said dexterity plus acrobatics.
And then +5 for fast reaction.
22.
22 does beat its muscle of 18, so you do like a spinning Dancing with the Stars kind of thing, which is great because now you're no longer in its clutches, but also now you have the attention of all of the worshippers. They've all stopped chanting and they're all looking at you. So yeah. Carrie.
Hey. Is there now like a hole through the hedge that I can shoot through?
Unless you went inside the house, there is a hole in it'll be a negative modifier to shoot through that, but you have all that bonus, so you totally could use it.
I'll do that. I'm gonna shoot that one vamp.
Okay, are you aiming for the vamp that was tussling with Aaron,
Yeah.
or are you aiming for one of the other vamps? Okay. So that's gonna be dexterity plus, and it's called Gun Fu. I didn't name it, the game did. And plus whatever that bonus was for aiming, but -2 because it's a more difficult shot than. That makes sense.
So 12.
That's the 12. Yeah. It doesn't, you don't dust a vamp, but now that vampire went full on beast before Gaston died, and they're like growling and they're like spinning around because there's now an arrow in their back. Probably very satisfying for you, I would guess.
Yeah.
Piper, you are getting up. There's not really a mechanic for you to hurry getting up, so
Okay.
that's just going to kind of be your turn. But you've gone through a lot already, so such
Been a
is
rough
life.
day.
Been a rough day, been a good day though. Phoenix, it is your turn.
I'm hearing the commotion from the back. Looks like Piper and Hope. Hope's got Piper getting up, so I'm going to go for the back.
Great. You have pretty good line of sight. There's the naked woman statue with all the stuff on it. You can see it. You don't, even if you don't have a level in occult, you can tell magic is very present on these items that the statue is wearing, and all the worshippers are looking at Aaron, so they do not really notice you exiting from the kitchen through the open sliding glass door, which you shouldn't do in California because that's how bugs get in. Not that they can.
Can I shoot me a vamp?
You can. Remember, if you were aiming to add that as a bonus, and that is going to be dexterity plus gun fu. And I think with the bonus, you probably don't need good luck, but if you want to use good luck,
dexterity plus archery. I got archery.
Do archery and gun fu, actually.
All right. So I don't have gun fu. I have archery.
Okay, so then do archery. Yes.
Yeah. 26.
26. I'm glad that was less than 30. Because that is a mighty hit. You are actually going to do double whatever damage arrows normally do. Let me see if I wrote
Base
that down
damage
somewhere.
is 8, multiplier 12, so 16.
So 16. And they have 69 life points. Nice. But you have definitely done some damage to one of these worshippers. Now 2 worshippers have arrows in their back, and they're not having a very good day. Which congratulations on that.
Should have gone with through the heart.
It happens sometimes.
Yep.
And then next is gonna be the vampire that had Aaron grappled. Actually, all these vampires have the same. So all these vampires are going to kind of focus on you, Aaron. And one of them is going to roll, and then it's like the lead one attacking you. They get a bonus because they're ganging up on you of +3. And so they're going to get a 24. And that 24 is going to be that's going to be high. That's going to be higher than your dodge. So you are going to be grappled again because it can't bite you in one round, but it's grappling with the intent to bite, and the ganging up is what kind of sent it over to the edge. Not great for you, but at least they're not chanting anymore.
Cool beans.
Yes, and there are actually no mid-level junior vampires left. You've destroyed them all. So congratulations on that. Now there's only the ones worshiping the statue, which is something. Hope.
So
many vampires are dead, potentially.
So where I am, no more vampires.
No more vampires.
So
one was telekinesis and one that you murdered.
So I head back to the backyard, and there's no more magic going on, right?
Oh no, there's magic going on the statue. Like the things on the statue covering the eyes and the head and the ears are all like glowing. Like you don't even need occultism level to see it. It's like an energy transfer spell.
Okay. So break me off a switch, son. There's about to be a whooping. And I'm gonna dive in toward the vampires at the statue and start hacking them with a scythe.
Would you like to hack at the one with the arrow in its back, currently kind of walking in a circle trying to reach the arrow, or would you like to hit the one that has had nothing happen to them yet?
The one that's had nothing happen yet. I don't like when they walk around all cocky.
Yep, this one is just like this one is like at the back of the arc going, ha ha ha, I'm fine. So please give me that dexterity plus getting medieval plus kung fu.
4, 2, and getting medieval is so 6 plus 5 is 11, so plus 11. 2. Can I use drama?
You're gonna get it because 11 plus 2 is 13.
Don't care. I want to do super good.
I mean, you can if you want, but this will be the last thing that you'll get to do, and it's not going to change how much damage you do.
I have a lot of showing off to do for the Slayer.
Okay, that's fine. If you want to, because this is a one-shot, so that's fine.
Yeah.
But that'll be your last kind of thing of drama points.
Okay.
And that's, you get a mighty good shot. You get that one great shot where the side sinks in the chest from the neck and makes like a little fun slashing motion. And if you have any farm-related puns, now is a good time to say them.
Oh, instead, can it do what it did to Anya?
Yes, but that it's not going completely through.
Okay.
There's enough muscle in the way that it's not going completely through.
Okay, that's fine.
But it's a very satisfying noise. Aaron, you're being grappled again.
All right. I will. I'd be like a little help, and then try to get up.
Give me a dexterity plus kung fu.
Dexterity plus kung fu. We got a 20. Oh, then 5, so 25 or whatever.
25. Yeah, that's going to give you the upper hand. Getting out of this grapple, you actually flip this vampire onto their back, sinking the arrow a little deeper. It's not in the right place exactly to dust them, but you can see the arrowhead starting to poke up.
Gross.
It's true. No one said it was a glamorous business, but there you go. Now it's on its back like a turtle being impaled. Carrie, it is your turn.
I guess I would just like to shoot it again. I'm not going to bother aiming.
Great. Okay. Give me that dexterity plus gun fu, or if you took archery, dexterity plus archery.
I actually don't have either, so.
And it's just going to be, let me see what watchers can do. So let's see if I can get you anything with this, because it will be a dexterity, because that's kind of the modus operandi. Add in +3 for adversary, because that is an adversary you have, so that's going to give you 3. Nerves of Steel will give you another 3 points. And then add in getting medieval with it. You have a lot of incentive to do well, basically.
Yeah. 17.
Yeah, 17. So which vampire are you aiming for? Are you aiming for the statue?
Oh. I think I want to aim at the statue.
You aim at the statue, you shoot, and it breaks through, shatters one of the sunglass lenses. Anyone looking at the statue at that moment, and I'm going to include you because you shot it, notices the statue kind of has more human eyes, very youthful eyes. Definitely kind of out of place, like a spell was being enacted. I don't think I can give any more hints.
Yeah.
I hope the thing that I'm saying is very obvious, because I don't know how else to say it. But yeah, so Carrie, you see all that. Definite spell being enacted. This is the grossness that Piper felt. Speaking of which, Piper, it is your turn.
I would like to try to use telekinesis to knock over and break the statue.
Okay. That is going to be willpower. Let's see if we can actually do this. I'm curious to see if you can make this happen. So it's going to be willpower plus your sorcery 3 plus good luck, and then I want you to put occultism into it, and then you're going to get a bonus 11 for magic, but not the bonus for telekinesis.
Okay. So 14 plus 11. So 25.
14 plus 11. You cannot make anything happen to the statue, but you break. It was like a Coachella style flower crown thing.
Mm-hmm.
You break that.
Okay.
And so that was cool. But the statue is oddly sturdy. If we have time, I'll have you roll to see if you can read and figure out what's on the plaque at the bottom.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if we're going to have time for that. It's basically going to announce Berezka as a demi-goddess of pleasure. Just like what it says in the thing. Phoenix, would you like to bring down a vampire?
Yes, I would.
How would you like to bring down a vampire?
Shot through the heart.
That's an oldie beginning. And give me a dexterity, getting medieval, and whatever you're aiming with.
Dexterity, getting medieval, and so archery.
Yep.
Dex 2. I'm gonna put a drama point in this for Righteous Fury.
Yes, I would recommend that.
2 drama points for Righteous Fury.
That's very fair.
Yeah. So. 18.
That's an 18. Hope you're getting some more help tonight. Just the way that you aimed it, you were just close enough to Hope that you actually pushed down the top of the scythe and actually bring it the rest of the way through the vampire, slicing them like a grilled cheese sandwich of death. And because it's a vampire, it explodes into bits of dust. Girl power, just like Spice Girls say.
We're going to get you a real nice 7-Up, okay?
Fabulous. Late cannot seem to get up from the ground because they are currently prone. They don't have enough dexterity to succeed at that roll. So I think this is going to be probably the final round because now there's 1.5 vampires up. You're probably going to murder them / do what you ever do. So Hope, one of them just got sliced through with the help of your sister. Arms. There's one on its back like a turtle, and one just being annoying.
And Piper is still trying to push over the statue, right?
Yes. If that's what Piper is in fact doing, I do not wish to speak for Piper.
That's what I did, yes. I have not quite decided what she's going to do next.
Oh, you did that. Okay. All right, then yeah, let's attack some more. What creative thing am I going to do this time? There's no open flame around, right?
I mean, you could go back into the kitchen and put the burner on, but that's going to take 2 turns.
That would be not fun. Ooh. And Aaron, are you still being grappled?
No. I don't think, am I?
No, but you are standing over the body of the vampire that is currently turtled on the ground with an arrow sticking out of them.
This one. Yeah, okay. No, I'm still good.
Yes.
Okay, so you're still good there. All right, then I was gonna do some like swap thing and like roll over your back or something to fight something, but
You want me to bend over? I can bend over. You can still roll over me.
Yeah, but then there'd be nothing to fight on the other side. So let's do I want to use an improvised weapon. Is there like a picnic table?
Yeah, there is a picnic table. You don't want to think about what was on it. It does have like a black ring on it, which means they were probably doing a thing earlier on it, but there is a picnic table, yeah.
So I would like to grab one of the remaining vampires and kind of like throw him upside down onto the picnic table, hopefully smashing it and staking him in the process.
Okay, give me strength plus getting medieval. Let's see if there's anything else here. Strength plus getting medieval plus your good luck. Nerds of Steel will also add 3 to it. Oh, and give yourself a +1 for mild cruelty. Because you're being mildly cruel, but you're doing it for a good cause. I'm going to give you a +1 for that.
All right, that's a +17, John. Thank you.
You're welcome. I like when we work together.
22.
You're gonna slam this poor vampire that already had an arrow sticking out of their back, and they break the table in just a way where, like, a piece of the middle section plank breaks off. For some reason, they were stupid enough to keep a wooden picnic table out in the middle of their ritual, and the vampire actually stakes itself right next to where the arrow is, only it poofs into a whole bunch of dust, which is very exciting and hopefully very satisfying for you. Do you have any picnic-themed puns?
No puns.
No picnic puns.
But let's see.
It's not always as checkered as it appears to be.
Yeah, right.
While you're thinking about that, Aaron, there is one vampire left, but also the creepy statue that they were ritualizing.
I guess I'll just leave this dude on the ground. I'll let the death squad handle it, and I'll go look over here at the statue.
Sure. Is there anything you'd like to do to the statue, or are you just going to, like, try to read the inscription? What?
Why not? I'll push it over.
Okay. Let's see if you can do that. It's really heavy. I like that you're all having the same idea, though. Actually, what I'm going to do, does anyone want to finish off this final vampire and get, like, the one last shot?
I think
I will.
Sure.
Okay.
Sorry.
Phoenix, what would you like to do?
All right. She's going to go. She's going to stride over to the vampire, pull her bow completely long, and shoot it in the heart.
All right. I'm not gonna make you roll for that because I want that to succeed. Do you have any, like, final quips, final words you have as a former vampire groupie, now slaying vampires, as it were? Anything you wish to say?
Ashes to ashes.
Fabulous.
You know the rest.
And that is exactly what happens. Ashes to ashes. You beat a small nest of vampires all together, which is fabulous. The statue inscription does read Breska, demigoddess of parties, frivolities, and orgies. So that's fun. For anyone that does not know, the Sisterhood of J is something from the Buffyverse, and Breska is a member of the Sisterhood. But weirdly enough, this is one of the sisters you have to resurrect, not one that is currently living. And that's what they were in the process of doing. And so you do this, I will say, because we're going to keep going, overnight, all of the females of the group do get boxes that either contain headphones, a flower crown, or a pair of sunglasses from Ooh La La Shades.
Ooh.
So you have those, as long as you have an address. I don't know if, Hope, you have an official address or not.
I don't.
So you don't get one, but definitely at least Piper and Phoenix both get these. Piper, you get a flower crown, and has, like, a note from Everett that says, "Next time, babe." Yeah, the note is a little perspiring and sweaty too. Like, don't think about it too hard. How long do you leave Tanner locked up in the armory? Just out of curiosity, is that where Tanner lives now?
No, he will go free. We've we've had the post on social media. It should get out there soon.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he is a white male in America, so nothing bad happens to him. Unfortunately, I know. Yeah. I will say that you come back to school and Mayhew seems to have turned over a new leaf. There is he seems to be giving out cupcakes to people. They are just chocolate cupcakes. It's very nice. And he says, "Oh, well, I guess I've learned my lesson. Whatever you did, you don't ever have to do that again." And he offers each of you a cupcake when he sees you. Does anyone take a cupcake?
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
Take hers.
Yeah, you can have mine.
When you bite into the cupcake, it tastes like dirt. Literally. Yeah. Which we'll find out why it tastes like dirt on the next episode of the Ocean Heights Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Aaron the Vampire Slayer episodes, if there are more. So I hope everyone had a good time beating a vampireness that was enamored with a demon and having to deal with tech bros, which is kind of icky, and I apologize for that. Such is the way in America. I kind of want to know who won the super cool Shadowrun spoils.
Yeah.
Puzzles, books, things.
So, I have a very special surprise for everyone. Everyone who entered will be receiving the set of Shadowrun puzzles. So congratulations to everyone. Hashtag RemPC for life. And we'll be reaching out. Ava will be reaching out to everyone for addresses so that we can ship you your 5 set of puzzles. Congrats.
Yeah. I would also like everyone who's watching this, if you love Buffy as much as we do, at Rem Alternis tomorrow night, we're actually going to be having a why did Buffy change our lives kind of symposium. We'll be having a Friday night Rem chat where some of us will be talking about Buffy and what it means to us. And I'm excited to be hosting that panel. I promise there will be no vampires, demi-goddess, deity, demons that you have to dust. Maybe. And so if you'd like to, please turn into Rem Alternis for that and tune into all of our fabulous streams. And we have a streamathon coming up as well. This is the final couple of days for our casting call for our streamathon. They close on the 15th, which is on Saturday, and the streamathon itself is on the 29th to the 30th. It's an all weekend long party of a different world every 3 hours, more or less. That you can come and be a part of. Elizabeth, who played our fabulous Piper tonight, is hosting Blades in the Dark that I'm playing and I'm very excited about. I'm doing a ghost hunting stream. Aaron, our Vampire Slayer, I think you're in a couple of streams for the streamathon, aren't you? Are you doing
I'm in
Keslin's Bettis City Guard? Are you in Team Badger?
I'm definitely in Team Badger. I know that for certain, and I think I'm in like 2 or 3 other ones. But yeah, I'll be around, so you'll see my face a lot during the streamathon. Yeah.
Tony / Carrie, the best aimed watcher ever. Will you be joining us for anything in the streamathon?
I am not, because the last 2 years I've tried and things have just happened in like real life. So unfortunately, I think I'm just erring on the side of caution this year.
I hope you can be in the audience, maybe, even, because that's kind of what makes Rem Alternis DreamWorks is having an audience, which should be super cool to have you in. Robyn, I loved having you today as Phoenix. I love having a former vampire groupie as an archetype of someone that can do like a really cool redemption arc and do like the goth fashion thing. I appreciate the craft, as it were. And I really enjoy this. I hope. Did you have a good time playing Buffy?
Yes, I did. I did.
Will you be joining us for the streamathon, even in the audience?
I don't think so. I'm really focused on my end of semester classes.
As you should be.
Right now.
Congratulations on the end of the semester. I hope that this has made your semester a bit brighter. And of course, I want to thank you, Master of Rem, as being the master of the Buffy pun today as well. I know that you had a good time, but I'm just going to ask, did you have a good time?
I loved it. And I'll be joining John tomorrow on the Buffy talk. We'll see how many quotes I make then.
It's going to be very 5x5. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I hope you have a great night. I don't know if we actually need to fill time at the top of the hour, but I just want to thank everyone for tuning in regardless. And maybe the voice of God will tell me as the power that be if I need to push for time. Okay, I'm not going to fill time. I'm going to say, good night, everybody. And then I'm going to wave. And then we're all going to wave like it's a newlywed game.